topic can be somewhat uncomfortable for many Westerners, we generally leave it alone.
Every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits. They kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die. Every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits. They kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die.
All hail Biafra, land of the rising sun. We love and cherish. We have vanquished our enemies. All hail Biafra. God bless Biafra. In him we trust. Shout it, sing it. All hail Biafra. God bless Biafra. We have emerged triumphant from all our foes. Through the crucible unscathed, we passed victorious. Our trumpets pealing the glorious song. Play it, sing it, all hail Biafra. Oh, hail Biafra. We shall always remember all that perished in the struggle for our freedom. All hail our heroes. Our prayer shall be known both day and night. Say them always.
May the souls of our fallen heroes rest in peace, while their spirits continue to fire on as we march on to see that the United States of Biafra is fully liberated. Yes, we welcome everyone. Today is our fundraising, and we will hang up here till when it's time for our fundraising. Or if something comes up, then I'm out, then I may drop the space, some other person may pick up that may be available. Greetings to Biafrans all over the globe, most especially Biafrans at the homeland who are bearing the brunt of one Nigeria, and every Biafran who is supporting this liberation in every way possible. And the Biafra Defense Forces who are defending the Biafra land, who are taking the bullet, who have sacrificed everything that they have to see that Biafra is liberated. And to our heroes, those that have passed on and those that are living, that are fighting on, starting from the heroes of 66 January 15, down to the heroes of 70s who fought to that very time, genocidal war, and all those that have told the path of this freedom and are alive, and those that are no more alive. We salute all your sacrifices. Wazirike, our supreme leader, our prime minister, who has rekindled the fire, our APM, the entire cabinet of BRGIE, the Biafrans in the media, every Biafran that is supporting this liberation financially. We hold you in high esteem, and our loyalty also remains to you, because if you're not doing what you have to do, the waters of Biafra would have been dried. So we salute all of you. Yes, and we must continue. So we implore everyone to realize and understand that there is a common enemy. Yes. We've seen something today where they say that Boko Haram terrorist ISWAP group, that they have bombed down a bridge in Yobe State. And more of these Boko Haram terrorists and all the Fulani Islamic Jihadist terrorists, they are coming together into one cloak. To do what? To fight a unity of purpose, to intensify their common enemy, who happens to be us. We are the common enemy of the Fulani terrorists. We are the common enemy of the Jihad. So when you see them all coming together, you should ask yourself a question. The Fulani terrorists, whose aim and objective is to eliminate all Christians and anything that does not believe in you, are coming together. Today you hear Lokwama terrorist group. Another day you hear Mahamudu terrorist group. Another day you hear Israel. Another day you hear Boko Haram. Later you hear Fulani Herdsmen. Later you hear Herdsmen. Later you hear Magban. Later you hear Neeti Allah. These are all terrorist groups that are working for one purpose. They understand that they are reading one booklet, and that booklet is the Quran. It is inside that Quran that it is enshrined that they have to do what? Annihilate you, because you are not of the same sect with them. Anyone that is reading the same Quran will not read one part of Quran and then is not acquainted with the other part of the Quran. Make I ask all of you that believes in Christianity. If you believe in Christianity, you believe in the birth of Jesus Christ, you believe in the death and resurrection, you believe in the existence of God the Almighty, you believe in the existence of the creation, you believe in the existence of the universe. There are things you hold there, right? Do you now believe in the book of Genesis and you don't believe in the book of Deuteronomy? Do you believe in the book of Isaiah and then you don't believe in the book of James? Do you believe in the book of Luke and you don't believe in the book of John? Do you believe in the book of Revelation and then you don't believe in the book of Psalms? Or when you come into the book of Psalms, you seclude the Psalm of warfare, and then you only read the Psalm of praises. That one you imbibe with the Psalm of praises, and then you seclude the Psalms of warfare, which David will recite to energize him while he wants to go to war, to encourage him while he must face the enemies head on. Or is it that you believe in the book of Chronicles? Maybe you believe in the first Chronicles, you don't believe in the second Chronicles. Or you believe in the book of Judges, you don't believe in the book of Ecclesiastes. Or do you believe in the book of Matthew and then you don't believe in the Act of the Apostles? Do you believe in the book of Esther and then you don't believe in the book of Malachi? You believe imperatively on all the books that makes up the Bible, right? The same thing is applicable to the Fulani terrorists and to every Islamic religion inclined person. So there is nothing like this one is the one that exercises the part of the Bible that talks about weapon of warfare, and then this other one only exercises the part that talks about make peace with your neighbors. No. When it is time for you to be hot, you have to exercise the hot mood. When it is time for you to be cold, you have to exercise the cold mood. You have all this in the books of the prophet. So Biafran people need to understand, and the Christians in one Nigeria need to understand something. Now, Samuel Otom of Benue State. Samuel Otom of Benue State was pushed out of office because of calling the Fulani terrorists their real names. We are now reminding and talking to the entire Christendoms in Nigeria. Dr. Mailafia was massacred because of coming out to tell all of you Christians that Fulani terrorists have come with the conquest agenda of jihad. And that all of you need to stand up. You all need to embark on a sit-at-home that will protest against these demonic tendencies that are coming. Because the Christian Association of Nigeria, who have become very useless from their existence to this very day and will continue to remain useless even when they cut off all the heads of the bishops and pastors in all the cathedrals. They decided to deceive all of you and say, there is no war. Ignore Dr. Mailafia. Dr. Mailafia of blessed memory was massacred because of the fact that the Fulani terrorists saw that the people he came to deliver the message to are docile. They say Almajiris are incoherent, but I tell you that the Christians in Nigeria are more incoherent than the Almajiris. I tell you. Because the Almajiris that you see and call them incoherent are the people that will be walking from one place to another with plate to look for tithe and offering in the name of I want to eat. But do you know what this tithe and offering is done with? This same tithe and offering that they beg you to collect, they use it to support this Islamic Jihad invasion, this conquest agenda. Yes. But you now that you will see them on the road and then you exercise empathy, exercise sympathy. You want to give them money so that they will eat. Because, oh, these children are dying. Where are their parents? It is the same money that you give them that they now use to go and reassemble weapons. to come and use to kill, invade your communities, and destroy everyone. Dr. Mai Lafia was killed because of no response from Christians when he raised the alarm. Governor Otom of Benue State formed a security network when he saw that the Fulani terrorists have come to wipe them out. When he saw that the Islamic Jihad is on the table. Federal government of Nigeria turned deaf ears to all his cry and petitions because they know what they are doing. And Otom was crying left, right, center. Every day he will carry dead bodies of his citizens. Every day he will carry dead bodies. Every day he will carry dead bodies until the man started crying out and called out the terrorists with their real names. Some of you hated Otom. You joined the Fulani terrorist presidential government of Nigeria to hate Otom and push him out of office. And then you brought in a pastor, a bishop, a reverend father. A reverend father who has been in the church preaching for the past 100 years, telling you that when Fulani terrorists come to kill you, you should call it Christian persecution. Compared to Governor Otom, that was calling the name of the terrorists the way it is, who should you have believed? It's like you seeing a devil and seeing an angel. You say, oh, this is an angel, oh, this is a devil, oh. And this devil, you have been living with this devil for many years. You know how to double your ways with this devil. So tell the devil now get used to you. But when you hear say angel, you say, oh, angel, there will be sanity. You run to angel. The same angel that you ran to in the name of bishop and pastor to become governor of a state is the one that openly told Peter Obi, Peter Obi, don't come to Benue State because I cannot guarantee your safety. The Fulani terrorists may cut off your head. I cannot guarantee your safety. Anybody coming into Benue State without telling me for me to do proper security arrangement for him or her, you are on your own. I cannot guarantee your safety. And the same useless Peter Obi will always be running down to the north and to the west and to Middle Belt whenever there is massacre by the Fulani terrorists. But all the massacres that is happening in Okigwe, happening in Enugu, happening in Anambra, happening in Delta, happening in Ebonyi, happening in Bayelsa, happening in Abia, happening in Akwa Ibom, Cross River, Rivers, you will not see the idiots go there to pay homage or to donate money or to sit down and cry with them or to sit down and eat gari with them. But he would rather cross to go and do showy display, eye service, self-gratification. Last time they gave him the Fulani terrorist uniform to wear, and the uniform did not make him a Fulani man. El-Rufai was telling him to his face that it is not by you wearing this uniform to come and mingle with us that we still know that you are a Biafran, and a betrayal Biafran for that matter. Because if you don't betray your people, you will not be running after power of presidency. Why you see that the country is in chaos. Everyone are going to seek the interests of their region. You will hear the senators coming out to speak. You hear them say the interest of the North. You hear the president Atiku was speaking. You heard Buhari was speaking during the campaign. They said the interest of the North. You had the Fulani leader speaking from the North. They said the North, the interest of the North, anyone who is a Fulani, who is a Muslim, if you are voting for an Easterner, if you are voting for Obi, you are voting for the annihilation of the North. But your own is that you are trying to be a good guy when your children are being massacred. support Biafra liberation. Biafrans have been prepared to this time. Any Biafran that claims to be ignorant of what is happening in Nigeria now is a very big fool and is the biggest idiot also. Yes. The idiot like Obi, the idiot like the politicians, and the ones that still claim to be one Nigeria. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not start talking today. Started way back in 2012. Way back in 2012. That was when he started talking, right? Okay. Till this time, it was just in 2021 that you guys kidnapped him. When you guys kidnap him, you all clap. You all put your hands together for the kidnap. You glorified Nigeria for doing the needful. Let the glorification of Nigeria continue while Fulani terrorists continue to wipe you all out in your communities. Biafrans are aware of the dangerous and the destructive diversities that are coming. Biafrans are fully prepared and aware of this. If you're from the forest state of Biafra and you claim not to know about this Fulani invasion and their intentions, if you did not hear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's voice in 2012, you will hear it in 2013. If you didn't hear in 2013, you will hear in 2014. If you didn't hear in 2014, you hear in 2015. I heard his voice in 2015. If you didn't hear in 2015, you will hear in 2017. If you didn't hear in 2017, you hear in 2018. If you didn't hear in 2018, you hear in 2019. If you didn't hear in 2020, you hear in 2021, when he was kidnapped and the news was everywhere. If it was not loud enough to you in 2021, then there came Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, whose name now became the topic of the newsline and all the front papers of One Nigeria. You see, when we were in nursery school and primary school and technical, when we don't have money to buy or to watch big television and big publicities, the easiest way that we normally see news is when we walk past the vendor's post. When we walk past the vendor's post from school, we will see as they will display those newspapers like this on the billboard. They will set a very big billboard like this at the vendor's post. You will easily see the front pages of the newspaper. You will see the faces of the people and the biggest caption there on that front page. So, Biafrans in the homeland and those going to school and returning that will walk past vendors' post of newspaper, you will be able to see that in every day you walk past, you will see Simon Ekpa's face and you will see Biafra, you will see IPOB on the front pages of those newspapers in One Nigeria. It got to a point that it was the topic of discourse on the television. Channels Television, Arise Television, NTA, AITO. There is no television channel that has not broadcasted IPOB, Biafra, showing Simon Ekpa's face when they will say, the self-acclaimed Prime Minister. The self-acclaimed Prime Minister. For you people to see and understand the enemies of Biafra, who have claimed to be with this BRGIE all this while, NGOZI made effort with his boy, who is maneuvering things on the Wikipedia page of Prime Minister. And they went to go and put there the self-acclaimed Prime Minister. I laugh. I say, hey! So this is how far the enemies that have been within can go. So there is no Biafran that will say that he or she is not aware of the massacre, the war that is on now. So, you must have to wake up, realize the level at which the jihadist tendencies are now, and then support Biafra liberation. That's what you have to do. Now, let's go to the pastors and the bishops and those in churches, because you people are the reason why, and let us make it very clear, we are not here against Christianity, we are not here against the Christendom, we are not here against the traditional religion, we are not here against the Jewish religion and their worship. No. We are here to tackle and to correct the leadership misconduct that has misled everybody that are supposed to be of the reality. You have seen 390 Boko Haram terrorists, which one Nigeria has just claimed. One Nigeria has claimed that they have done what? They have repented. 390 and more. This is not the first time, this is not the second. So this is in preparation of more invasion, more terrorists. When you hear that they have to reintegrate them, these are the persons that they will send into the community, into the army, the police, the Air Force, and when they come, they shoot at random without considering whether there is presence of baby, women, and children. And this shooting at random only comes into your communities. Your communities. Because they will not send them to go do all these things in the far north. No. All these things will come to your communities. It will not go to the far north where the Fulani terrorists inhabit. So, when you continue to deceive yourself with war of persecution, that is when you don't allow your people to know the reality that is happening. Let us listen to this video so that you will start to know where you're getting it wrong and where you continue to get it wrong.
Yet another horrifying report is coming out of Nigeria as over 60 Christians have been murdered by Muslim Fulani terrorists in what is being called a genocide. Where is the global outrage? Well, Dumasani Washington, an expert on Christian persecution in Africa, joins us now. Dumasani, what can you tell us about this horrific event?
Raj, this seems to be the latest in a string of events that goes back years, but the Fulani, as you said, the Fulani herdsmen, they're often called, they are a kind of a nomadic tribe. They are a herding tribe, predominantly Muslim, not all, but predominantly Muslim. And even as the article points out, it does a really good job in the Christian Post there. The vast majority of them not radicalized, but many of them unfortunately are. And there have been these waves of attack for years. And the attacks have been along the lines of taking land. They're targeting predominantly Christian Nigerians. So they are slaughtering those people. They are doing all kinds of...
They are targeting predominantly Christians. And they are slaughtering those people, right? And then you are clapping and then you call it Christian persecution. What Christian persecution do you mean by that? This is jihad and this is war. War. War that is against the existence of humanity. War that is coming to take over everyone. War that is to wipe out everyone that their names are Christians, that their names are Jewish, that their names are traditional worshippers, anything that does not align with the Islamic jihad. This is war to wipe you out. They slaughter you. Now, When this happens in America, what do you think they will say? Will they come to sit down on the media and say, oh, this is a Fulani terrorist coming to wipe you? And then we take it and then we see it to be a jihad, Islamic persecution. What nonsense? The more you continue to use this nonsense phrase, the more you are giving room to the terrorists to take you over, and then you continue to weaken yourself. What kind of weak resolve are you coming up with? By telling people that this is a persecution, my foot. If they are doing persecution, tell them, no, you don't want to be persecuted. You just love to go and then put your head down, they cut your head off in the name of persecution. Ask the American and the UK and the European journalists here and the people speaking here, if these same people come to America and to Europe and UK, are you going to allow them to cut your head off in the name of Christian persecution? No, they will not agree. They will not allow. They will fight you back. How have they treated ISIS in America and UK and Europe? How have they treated Al-Qaeda? So why is your own case different that you now sleep and be telling yourself correct numero?
Horrible, unspeakable things, and then taking that land, and often it is dismissed within the Western media as land disputes, of course, those types of things, but it's really
okay. Taking that land, they take that your land, they wipe you out, and then they call it land dispute. Were they the original owners of your land? No. After they take your land and then they wipe you out, some of you are coming out to come and say Christian persecution. What nonsense Christian persecution? Does Christian persecution has to do with wiping you out from your land and then taking your land, invading your lands, your provinces forcefully? Is that how Christian persecution is done? And why will you even fold your arms and wait to assimilate the word persecution? Why? Why will you be going with that to allow persecution to enter your brain? Somebody is coming to grab your land and you say persecution. Which part of this persecution in the Bible made us to see that they go by grabbing of land? Which part of persecution, the way they described in the Bible, was started by grabbing of land and then cutting off people's head inside the bushes as they go to farm? Because they first of all wants to weaken your food basket, so that when you come, hunger will start killing you small. When hunger kills you small, at the end of the day, you will not have food to eat. You will now be begging them for food. There will be no strength for you to fortify yourself to even face the battle that will be coming. And then you're shouting Christian persecution. Is that what Christian persecution happened to be in the Bible? And if you are even allowing yourself to be carried away with the nonsense, Christian persecution, how many persecution must happen? How many persecution have to happen? Would persecution happen in the time of Jesus Christ and then continue to happen in this time? And why must you stylish that word persecution to make it be a word that somebody will have one right to kill you, to cut off your head, and then you say it's persecution? Persecution what? Why can't you persecute the person back in proxy so that the name will also sound well to them to pronounce persecution? Yes, also do them persecution now. Also do them the persecution the way you are claiming it to be. Arise and persecute them also, so that it will now become persecution squared, or persecution raised to power 3, or persecution raised to power to power 4, or persecution raised to power 6. If they kill you one, kill them back too. So that when they want to say persecution, you say, okay, persecution raised to power 2, persecution raised to power 3, persecution raised to power 4.
A religious war at its root.
Well, you sent me something that
The media as land disputes, of course, those types of things, but it's really a religious war at its root.
You see, religious war. You're facing a real war, and then you are calling it a religion. Call this thing a takeover. You will say one word, is land grabbing, land dispute. You come back, a religious war. When you now say religious war, so it now means that the religion of Christianity have to start fighting the religion of Islam. The religion of the Jews have to start fighting the religion of Christianity. The religion of the traditionalists have to start fighting the religion of Christians. The religion of traditional have to start fighting the... Oh, my God. But you people don't sit down to connote all these nonsense names when you see the rise of Islamic jihadist terrorists in your countries. But in Nigeria, because of the docility that has entered the brains of the people there for many years, and the government of the day have also made their brains to become so useless. So what you people will resort into is, when you see A, you call A B. When you see B, you call B A. When you see C, you call C R. When you see R, you call R U. If you are a Christian, understand it that there is war. And this is not war that you should give it the equation of persecution. This is war of people coming to wipe you out from your lands and to take over your lands and your communities. This is nothing like persecution. This is open war. The main aim and objective is to come and take over your lands, push you all out, wipe you all out, and then take over that land and then turn it to their own. Forcefully. Same thing that happened in Afghanistan, where the Taliban come in and then take over. And now also, the same thing that happened in Turkey. Turkey, we learned it was where Christian worshippers were of majority. But today, you will hear that Turkey is where Islamic religion has taken over. Is there no way of you selling your religion worshipping or traditions to people without you wiping out the people? Isn't there a way of selling your narrative of your religion to people without you wiping out the people? Isn't there a way of you selling your own religion to other people, your own life to other people, without you going to the point of wiping out the existence of those people that have been there? Must you go with the tactics of wipe out the people and kill everybody? before you now go back. You would not blame this journalist that is talking on, because they themselves, they are talking in a comfort zone from America and US. And they will not sit down and fold their arms while the same kind of terrorists will invade their communities. No. What they will do is that they will start opening their cylinders where they have all the weapons. They will blow you off, blow the terrorists off. They will not come down to sit down to discuss and say it is a war of land or war of taking charge or taking control of anything or this and that. No, they identify a terrorist. They don't call it Christian persecution. They will go after that terrorist, make sure you kill that terrorist out of the way. And they will not give room for you to even start growing or grabbing the lands. If it is possible that they will overlook and then come and start sitting down to preach land grabbing, persecution. I don't know if America will exist today. If that is the pattern that they have been using. If that is the pattern that UK have been using. If that is the pattern that Europe have been using. I don't know if they would have still existed and continued till this very day. Every attempt of any terrorist spotted in America and UK, they will strike and go after that terrorist. Kill you, take you off.
You sent me something that I want to read, quote, what happened to the Israelis on October 7th, 2023 is happening every week in Africa. Can you explain that?
Well, what happened in Israel is happening in Africa every week. Then, the people that came to Israel to wipe out the people of Israel on October 7th, what did the Israelis do? The Israelis sit down and started doing prayer and started shouting and say, oh, this is Christian persecution, this is Jewish persecution. Then they continued shouting, Jewish persecution, Jewish persecution, Jewish persecution, Jewish persecution. Then they continue shouting like that. And then they are shouting on America, America, come and help us. America, come and help us. Europe, come and help us. Today, all of you are hailing Israel, right? You are hailing Israel. You are hailing Israel. You are hailing Israel because Israel came back after packing the dead bodies of their babies, women, and children. They started flushing out the terrorists every day on offensive. They are not giving them any breathing space. They are firing them left, right, center. But what happens in your own side of Christianity? Christianity now in Nigeria, they are telling you it's Christian persecution. No. Why didn't Israel shout it's Jewish persecution? Is it not the same Islamic Jihad that happened in Israel? Why are the priests of Israel not coming to come and preach and start shouting and say, It is Jewish persecution, Jewish persecution. Let us not do anything. Let us just sit down and fold our arms. Why they continue to outnumber you? Why they continue to do what? Reduce your number on every day. Why they continue to cut off heads of babies, women, and children? The Christians in every part of the world will rise up to fight the terrorists. But in Nigeria, they tell you to use the terminology persecution, so that you will now connect your brain to Bible persecution of old, and then say, oh, it is a repetition of Bible persecution, so it should happen to your own time now. Why? This persecution, we heard that it was, that most of the things that happened was, in the Bible story, was in Israel, right? Why is the Israel of today being the most brutal against the terrorists that is coming against them? Who happened to actually gave birth to Christianity? Who happened to actually give birth to the faith of Christianity? What are the Israelites doing? How are they facing this same Islamic jihadist terrorists? They keep the Bible on the table. They keep the Torah on the table. They pray, they call God, and then they use their manpower. They use technology to fight the rest of the terrorists. Your own, you are going to shout Christian persecution. Are there no Christians in Israel anymore? Open the Bible and read now. When you are reading stories of the Bible, 95% of these stories of the Bible will be talking about Israel. The Israelite, 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 the Israelite. And today, the Israelites of today have been so brutal on the Islamic jihadist terrorists. And they are not sitting down to start shouting Christian persecution in Israel, Jewish persecution in Israel. What they are shouting is everybody should do what? Put their armor of warfare, because they are fighting. Christians in one Nigeria, if you want to be totally wiped out in a day, continue to be foolish to term the war that is coming against you as Christian persecution. If where you open the Bible and then you hear more of Christianity, they are not shouting Christian persecution when terrorists are coming against them, rather they are building their defense mechanism and fighting back. Then you, in your own way now, instead of you to do the needful, you are sitting down helplessly to be shouting Christian persecution. Do you want to be more righteous than the Israelis? Do you want to ascend into heaven the second time than the Israelis did? Do you want to be more anointed than the Israelis did? As somebody is cutting your head off, and then you are messing yourself up when the terrorists are cutting off your head. Listen to this man.
And it's amazing because that quote, and in the long run, that quote has been coming both from Africans and Israelis who are aware of their situations, right? So whether it's the Fulani in Nigeria, including the Boko Haram, some of you may remember Boko Haram bring back our girls something like 11 years ago when they had abducted nearly 300 girls, Christian girls.
11 years ago. Today, you people are still shouting Christian persecutions. 11 years ago, this was when you heard Boko Haram first. Today, you are still shouting Christian persecution. And as your children are growing, those your children that even grow to 11 years, Boko Haram have cut off their heads again. Anyone that grow and come up, cut off their head, you continue to shout Christian persecution. Did you have the Hamas terrorists cutting off the heads of Israelis 11 years ago? No. They only attempted it in 2023, right? And what did the Israelis show to them? They showed them war, full-blown war from that 2023 October to this very day. They showed them war. Within how many months? 2023 October, 2024 October, now you are in April 2025. Continue shouting persecution. Israelis are not shouting persecution, but they are going into the war chest to pick up all their armors, come and then start buying all the terrorists that came to buy them. You continue to be shouting persecution, persecution, persecution. By the time they wipe all of you all out, I will see whether it is the Israelis that will come from Israel to come and help you, or whether it is the Pope from Italy that will come and help you, or whether it is those ones in France that will come and help you. Japa syndrome is not the solution. When you japa, before you even japa, you have conditions to be able to japa. If you don't raise the money that is demanded, you cannot japa. You when japa and go, they will send you back. And when you japa and go there, will you stay there forever? Those people that you're japaing to go to their own country, that is their land. Why are they not japaing to come to your own Nigeria? Wake up. There is full-blown war of jihad. Conquest agenda. There is nothing like persecutions of Christians. It is war. This man here said 11 years ago they started, and they have been massacring you since that time to this day. And you are shouting persecution, persecution. But Hamas terrorists only scratched the back of Israel in October 7. And since October 7 of 2023, Israel have not allowed Hamas to breathe again, because they made the worst mistake. They did not go back to go and sit down and be shouting Christian persecution, Jewish persecution in Israel. But they went into their war chest and they are cutting the terrorists one by one, dismembering them one by one. Even as more of the terrorists are coming in from Palestine, from Afghanistan, from Iran to join hands from everywhere, Israelis are still brainstorming and shredding them to pieces. They are not sitting down to shout Christian persecution, because they know Christian persecution, shouting cannot help them. Protesting cannot help them. But the armament of warfare is what will help them. Why? Because they have not brainwashed their people that it is Christian persecution, so you have to stand and wait for somebody to come and kill you because you want to die to become second Jesus. No. Or you want to die to become second angel. Or you want to die to go and join Virgin Mary so that you will be crowned in heaven. No. They tell you it is time for war. David in the Bible never for once tell you, go inside the house and sleep. Go and put your head down. Let the Palestinians cut your head off and then come back and say it is Christian persecution or Israeli persecution. They were always regrouping their formation of the military. These were Christians, so these were not traditionalists. These were Christians. In time of war, you fight war. You don't use the wrong terminology to connote everything and to tell us that it is persecution. War is war. Peace is peace. Love is love. Affection is affection. Union is union. But when it is time for us to fight war, you face the war head on. Come up with the reality of things that are facing the people, so that people will understand that this is the common enemy, what they have to face, what they have to do, and how they have to go about it. Because it's not all about deceit, 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 deceit.
Girls, that Boko Haram is again a jihadist terrorist organization. What we see is that what happened on October the 7th when Hamas invaded Israel, killing some 1,300 or killing or abducting 1,300 Israelis, that happens again every week, whether it's in Nigeria, places.
That happens every week in Nigeria. Huh? That happens every week in Nigeria. He said only 1,300 were abducted there and few killed. But this is what happens on daily basis. On daily basis in Nigeria, and you people have turned it to a custom, a norm that you get used to. A norm that you get used to, and make it to become a culture that you must be killed, and then you come and shout Christian persecution. Nonsense. If this is how your forefathers were standing against aggression, will you be alive today? If this is how the Israelites of old were fighting against aggression, against terrorists that came to kill them, will there be a story written in the Bible book for you to come and read about the valiant nature of the Israelites or the warlords of Israel? Will you have come to hear people like King David? Will you have come to hear people like Samson? Will you have come to hear people like Gideon? Will you have come to hear those great prophets of old? Will you have come to hear King Saul? Will you have come to hear about Abraham? Will you have come to hear about Isaac? Will you have come to hear about the courageous men in the Bible that you have been reading? In your own time, you have become useless. Christians were not cowards in the Bible. Okay, let's ask ourselves a question. The Biafrans are Christians. Why are they not cowards? Biafrans are Christians. Why are they not cowards? Why are Biafrans standing up to defend themselves? No matter anything that happened, they are standing up to defend themselves. No matter the sabotage and the hatred amongst them, they are standing up to defend themselves. Are they not also Christians? They are. Okay, you in the Middle Belt, you in the Far North, you in the Yoruba side, you will sit down there and then you'll be calling yourself this when they come to massacre you, and you're calling persecution, Christian persecution. Christian persecution for waiting now. You see full-blown war and you're calling it Christian persecution. Are you Jesus Christ? Are you John the Baptist? Are you Zechariah? Are you Elijah and Elisha? Are you Micah in the Bible? Are you Ezekiel? Are you Daniel in the Bible? Are you Paul the Apostles? Are you all the prophet of old in the Bible? Do you want to turn yourself to those prophets of what was the essence of them being the martyrs in the Bible that you want to become another martyr in your own time? What was the point of Jesus Christ being persecuted, with Jesus Christ dying on the cross of Calvary for you? That you come out and become a docile and a useless fellow. That you will come out and then become a coward. Jesus Christ walked into the temple and saw that you people have turned the temple to a marketplace. And then he got angry and then scattered everything. Was that the act of a coward, or that was the act of a warrior, or that was the act of a valiant man, or that was the act of a freedom fighter, or that was the act of a liberator who is ready to make sure that his people are not turned to merchandise, that the kingdom is not turned to merchandise, that they don't sell their brains. Because starting from allowing businesses to be traded in the cathedral or the church arena, that is how their brain will also be traded. Their brains will, at the end of the day, will also become merchandise. When terrorists are coming to kill you like this, you will not be able to face the needful. You will be looking at the money value, the monetary value of what you will get from what Nigeria, what you will get from the church, from the tithe and offering. If the followers are not coming again, how much are you going to lose in the business of the church? But you are not considering how much the terrorists are slaughtering the people and killing them on a daily basis. No. You are only looking at what you will gain, but not looking at what the people are facing and how they can get liberated and how they can face the terrorists head on and how they can become what they are supposed to become. Oh, you listen to this man explain to you that the numbers of people that were killed and taken hostage in Israel in just one day of October 7 is what is happening on a daily basis inside Nigerian contraption. And then you're not asking yourself the question, what is actually happening here? If only this happened just once in Israel, and Israel have decimated Hamas since 2023 down till today, they have not allowed them to breathe again. What is your own take? What is your own that you want now to become the matters of Christianity of today? You want your name to be written as persecuted Christian, instead of you to mark yourself and say, I am one of the valiant Christians that fought against Islamic Jihad. No, you want to mark yourself as persecuted Christian with docility, with a foolish mindset. And before you finish your mind calculation, another community is invaded. Have you all checked the news this morning that many communities were invaded over the night? Have you checked? Starting from Monday down to Saturday being today, there is no day you sleep and wake up that you don't see numbers of Christians massacred in one part of the Middle Belt, the Northeast, the Northwest, the North Central. And you're shouting Christian persecution, while your brains, while your ears, while your head is smashed to pieces. What gain, what prestige, what crown will you gain at this time that you say Fulani terror is coming to kill you? You now stand and say, I will be the persecuted Christian. What will you gain when you have your hand to fight the person and blow the person's head off? Some of these terrorists that are coming are not even coming with AK-47. Not all of them are coming with AK-47. Some will come with just knife. It's just knife that they use to cut you from head to toe. And then you are there. You look at somebody cutting you with knife. There was a man I saw that was of the Biafran extract. He said, he cut me, and then I collected my knife, and then I also cut them. Some of them ran away, then I survived, and then I ran back. And then he came to give the testimony and then show the cut that he had on his body. What did you get from there? Courageousness. But if you were with the mindset of Christian persecution, oh, these people, they are very brutal. Oh, these people, they are vampires. When you just say, Fulani terrorists, oh, now you go run first. Go enter under plantain leaf. Then they will just see you and say, okay, this one wants to be the Christian persecution matter. Let us use him as example. Then when you raise your head up, you see that the person that was pursuing you did not even carry AK-47. But he was carrying one stick that they will give one thing on the head of the stick. Like say, that's the way that they use to break the head of a dog when they want to kill dog. You will put rope. You will put rope on the neck. You put neck on the rope of the dog. You use that stick to hit the head. Hit.
Places like Sudan, places like Algeria, Christians are under persecution today, Raj, like never before since the 2,000-year history of the church. And ground zero for many people is Nigeria.
Okay, so
when they now use this terminology, Christian persecution, Africa, ask them this question, say, this Christian persecution that they're talking about, why is it not happening in America and UK? Why is it not that anyone that they kill now in the West or other countries, they should go with the Christian persecution terminology? Why is the one of Israel they did not use the terminology Christian persecution? It's because the Israelis rose up and fight back, right? So the story is not Christian persecution. And the story is war. But your own, you sit down. They kill you, you turn this side. They kill you, you turn this side, then they turn it to Christian persecution. So that person now have the power. That person have the power to kill you. And then they will call it, oh my God,
obviously, I've known you for a while, Dumasani, and this is something that I personally I can vouch for. You've been speaking on this a lot, all the time, for more than a decade. But the question is, Dumasani.
Listen, in Africa, they call it Christian persecution, right? Now, let us hear from the other side.
Why does no one care?
It's such a multi-pronged answer, Raj. One of those is...
Wait, though. Why does no one care in America and Europe and UK? It's such a multi-pronged question, right? Okay. Now, because you don't ask the biggest question, it becomes a multi-pronged question. Because multi-pronged in the nature that, oh, is it that this thing is not happening in my house and then I will be so concerned about this? This is happening in Africa? This is happening in Nigeria? How is that my problem? If it is happening in America, all of them will not be seated in this place that they are talking like this to talk.
That, again, for us in the West, and especially the United States, we're comfortable, right? So...
Did you hear that? That we in the United States, in the West, we are comfortable. Did you get the point? We in the United States, in the West, we are comfortable. That is why it is a multi-pronged question. So we in the America, in the United States, we are comfortable. We are comfortable. The government of the day do not use the terminology for us, Christian persecution, so we are comfortable. We know the reality of when there is a terrorist that is arising against us. We are comfortable. There is security of life and property. There is value placed on our lives. So we are comfortable. But now, on the other end, it is not we are comfortable. Because on the other end, they should term it Christian persecution. Why would they term it Christian persecution? Because you yourself decided to make it Christian persecution. Because Israelis are still Christians. But they did not term their own Christian persecution because of their reaction. Because of the way they carry weapons and go and fight those that came with weapons. But in your own case, because you yourself use your hand to make it persecution. Now, it's not going the other way.
Us in the West, and especially the United States, we're comfortable, right? So media doesn't really discuss those types of things because we can be controversial, a religious war, a jihad.
Media don't really report about it because you see religious war, jihadist this, jihadist that, that. Was it not jihadist war that happened in Israel? Hey, oh God.
This war, you get into the whole area of the kind of leftist Islamophobia. Somehow, if you say that, you're attacking Muslims. And of course, nothing could be further from the truth because, as you know, Raj, when that type of slaughtering happens regionally, Muslims also suffer. Christians, Jews, and other Muslims who are living peaceably, the jihadists don't really care about your religion, about what you're espousing is. They're committed to a radicalized or very fundamental interpretation of Islam, which is either you convert or you die or you pay the jizya, which is the tax, right? So that's how they're approaching this. So because that whole topic can be somewhat uncomfortable.
And when such topic is raised in America and the West, they don't take it lightly. Where somebody say, if you don't convert forcefully, you are killed. You people don't take it lightly in the West because people are comfortable. Yeah. I don't really blame you people in the West. I blame the cowardice of those that are in their homeland. Yes. Who have allowed the terrorists to use them and do whatever they want to do. Oh my God. So, Christians, you need to wake up and face the battle that you have. Because there is nothing like Christian persecution. You are in war. You are in war. You are in war. And if you're a pastor, do you know that God will continue to punish you when you go back to church after listening to this program? And then you go and be telling the followers in the church that we are facing Christian persecution. God will continue to punish you. God will continue to punish you big time because you're not facing Christian persecution. You are facing war of extermination. Tell this to your congregation. Let them understand that there is war. There is war. There is war. And so you have to wake up. Wake up and face the needful. Now, Biafrans, support Biafra liberation. While every other persons who are claiming to be persecuted as Christians are still messing themselves up, you wake up and do what? And support Biafra liberation. And become a security guard, a watchman within your communities. Do not sleep anyhow as a man. Watch over your women and children while you are actually doing the needful. Watch, keep watch, don't sleep as a man anymore because you are at war. Keep watch, oh. Today is our fundraising, and we call on all Biafrans to remember to key in. We will continue again to educate the pastors and the Christians who are claiming to be in Christian persecution mode. We are not in Christian persecution mode. You are at war. Realize this and face this. Because Governor Autumn was crying the same cry. Everybody have been crying the same cry. So please and please, Christians, come out and do it. Christians, come out and do that. Come out to I salute all Biafrans. We are preparing for our fundraising today, and let's discuss and educate those that are calling the war Christian persecution so that they can wake up. Please let them wake up. Oh, they should wake up. If not so, the terrorists will wipe off everybody. Everybody. Minister Stella, Minister Good number, over to you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister, for information. Thank you for the good works. Thank you, BIAFRANS. I first of all thank our APM for his good work for his tenacity. Thank my Prime Minister, I first of all thank our APM for his good work for his tenacity. Thank my Prime Minister. Happening today, enlightening and Biafrans and other indigenous people of what we are facing today. They were called all sorts of names. They were labeled warmongers. They were labeled miscreants. Everything. They were called different names. And everything they said is what is happening today. They have been thoroughly vindicated. I don't know why they are still being held. Why they have not released them? Why are they still holding them? What is that Mazen can have said that have not happened? What is that our Prime Minister have said that happened? Why are they still holding them? The Christians in Nigeria, the entire indigenous people, this is not a persecution, whatever, or a farmer-header clash, as Nigeria may they always portray it to deceive the gullible. This is a war of extermination. This is war of recolonization. Yes, land grabbing, killing the indigenous people and take over their lands. This is what is going on. Please rise up and let us do what we have to do. Yeah, let us rise up and do what we have to do, and make sure that we never allow enemies to turn us a slave in our own lands. This is the war that we have to fight with every might, everything in us. Don't allow anybody to mislead you, any pastor or any bishop or any BRGIE or any appointed traditional leader to tell you otherwise. This is war of Jihad war of taking over your land. They have said this several times. Even the people that are they invited across Africa, across Arab world to come and kill you and take over your land. This is war of extermination. We must rise up, like our minister said tonight, it's fundraising. We cannot fight it with mouth. We cannot fight it with, we are praying for you. We are praying for you people. God will fight for us. No, 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 no. Don't bring that here. This is what we fight with money. We have to bring our money, empty our purse. That money you are giving to the churches, bring it to the tithe, bring it and support those who are fighting for our collective interests. We must not shy away with this, shy away with it. We must not say, it doesn't happen to me or it happened to my place. So if it not happen to your village today, tomorrow it may be your village. Like I was speaking to some people today where I went, they're saying, this is, what's it called? How did he put it? He said, this is Islamic, what time the person used? Oh. Then I told him that stop deceiving yourself. This is war that if you try to rise up, you become slave in your own land. When you come back from that abroad, you are in any that will be in charge of your village, and you will not even have mouth. You watch your wife raping your presence. You watch your daughter raping your presence. You watch your son giving your sleeve or non-sleeve in your presence. Even you, if you make him, you also join. That is if you are alive. So we must rise up and call a spade a spade. Stop pretending, stop parabolating, stop procrastinating because it's a thief of time. When you allow them to get strongholds in your lands, it will be very, very difficult to eject them. Now that they are still trying to grab the entire land, you have the chance to eject them, to stand against them and control your territory. That is what reasonable people have to do. Any pastor preaching to you otherwise is enemy, is enabler. Any that the Jew telling you otherwise is enabler. Any traditional ruler telling you otherwise is enabler. Any doctor, indigenous doctor telling you otherwise is enabler. We must call a spade without minding whose source is God. Now you bring your money. The Bible says, if you don't have sword, you sell your garments. You sell your garments to get sword. When Peter cut off the ear of someone in the Bible, Jesus did not ask him to throw the sword away. He told him to sheath the sword. That is to keep that sword because he knows he will need it. When the time comes, he will use it. So the time to use that sword is now. That sword, he did not ask Peter to throw away. He asked Peter to keep the sword. The time to use that sword is now. And if you don't have that sword, sell your garment. That garment means that's your car you are using. That's your car. That's your mansion. That you sell it and support those who are fighting for you. Thank you. My lady Stella, if you're there, you have the mic. Let us do justice to this topic as we prepare for the fundraising. Thank you so much, my Honorable Minister for Information. Thank you.
Okay, I'm here. Thank you, because this thing is a Christian thing, so I want to go with the Bible, you understand? To know what the Bible said about what's happening, you understand? So, because even when you call it persecution, some people are calling it persecution. So I was looking at how early Christians or the disciples reacted when they were being persecuted, you understand? Some people can call it persecution because somebody is making you uncomfortable because you're a Christian. You understand? So the language persecution means that also. But you see, what we'll now do, because we want to be like the church in burial. The church in burial is when they are taught, when they finish teaching them in the church, they go home, use their Bible, cross-check what the pastor said or the GO said, and then see if it coincides with what the Word of God said. You understand? So at the end of the day, I was looking at how the early Christians, how the disciples in particular, reacted during persecution. And what I got is this: they over and again received encouragement from the Lord, which enabled them to act courageously for the gospel and Christ. So even when you're being persecuted, at the end of the day, what you needed is encouragement. Encourage yourself in the Lord, which will enable you to act courageously. Just like what we are doing here. A lot of us here are Christian. You understand? So because you have to be you have to practice this thing you say you believe in. You have to practice Christianity. You have to practice. For you to be a Christian follower of Christ, you have to really behave like Christ. Like our information minister was saying, we saw where Christ went to the church. They saw how they were buying and selling. It's been long ago, this buying and selling entered the church. Even those days, Jesus pursued them with Cain, like Cain. He didn't tell them, okay, let's be managing, you know. No. How can you be buying and selling in my father's house? He said. He pursued them with Cain, like Cain. So at the end of the day, our Jesus is a freedom fighter also. You know, freedom of your soul and even freedom for your physical body. Jesus did that, fought for us. So it's also the same, you as a Christian, what you're supposed to be doing. Because I wanted to really go into the Bible and find out what's up there. So it won't be like, so even when you're calling it persecution, persecution does not mean that you fold your hands now and watch. No, what persecution means that you encourage yourself in the Lord and be able to act courageously. You fight. Who is the most persecuted man or prophet in the Bible? Jeremiah. Jeremiah was a fighter. A fighter. You will fight and fight and fight and fight until you give up the ghost. That's what it is. Then at the end of the day, you'll be martyred, which is quite different from Islam. Islam is even a cult. That one is another thing entirely. But you understand, so that you won't be deceived on this issue. You're supposed to defend yourselves. Christian, wake up, please. Wake up. All these pastors, the Islamic Christian men of God you have, they are not real Christians. They put them there to deceive you. Just like now, what they are now planning to do now. Fulani are now planning to wear some people some, reverend hood. You understand? Maybe they wear white or black or whatever. Like the reverends or the pastors that wear hood. And they'll be moving along our community. And maybe you think it's another church. No, those ones are terrorists. Don't be deceived with this Christianity thing, please. If you don't handle it well, you find yourself in hell. That would be too bad. A lot of deception is going on. A lot of fake pastors, fake churches are all over the whole place. You must identify them. Bible said that these last days is deception they will use in getting me and you. Now even the very elect, if God didn't shorten the day, they also will be deceived. So wake up. It's just like somebody telling you this Islam is good and the other one is bad. All of them are the same thing because it's the same Quran they are using. They are using takia. Forget that Fulani killed them also. Yeah, they have quarrels within. But very soon now they will all make up because it's the same Quran they use. That thing binds two of them together. They will tell you this one is Shiite, this one is Sunni. Then no, they're all the same thing. Forget. Soon they will soon join forces together. Because they are masters in deception. So don't be deceived, people. So the topic is Christians face Islamic Jihad war. The war has been waged on you since. You have to wake up because the way the alacrity they are coming with now. They are killing people like chicken. You have to wake up and defend yourselves. Let it be that you defended and fought and fought and fought and fought. Then at the end of the day, it catches all like Samson. Okay. But so far as you're still free, walking around, you're supposed to suit up yourself and fight. Encourage yourself and fight. Because if you're not fighting, supporting financially at the end of the day also. You won't give other people opportunity to know the word of God or to get serious with their Lord very well. Like I told you guys one time, I'm from a Christian home, right? Okay. But you see, my family's whatever, it's been shielding me up until I got 18 or 9, 10 years or 18. You know, I started knowing what Christianity is all about, and I have to now get myself involved, give my life to Christ, and begin to have one-on-one relationship with God. Now, it's not the family covering anymore, it's one-on-one with God. So some people will have to get to this level where they will now begin to have one-on-one relationship with their Chukwu Okike. So they can now, you can be sure, when they close their eyes, they can be in paradise. If not so, Fulani going to kill them before their time. This is what me here, I'm waging, I'm fighting. And that should be the same with all these Christians and pastors and everything. You can't be going to church and now take census of your members at the end of the day. Know how many people you have. Know how many you're losing. I've told you guys, pastors, your ushers, Onyendu or PM said it, something like that sometimes back. Ushers will have to arm your ushers, let them have guns. You yourself, I saw one in Hausa land, a pastor there. He has AK-47. And they was doing mass. And when he finishes with the sermon, and he has to take time to send, escort the members to the bus stop, make sure they enter bus with the AK-47 before he can now go back finally. Because now one on Africa, you don't say you are fighting, you're being persecuted. You just fold your hands, you put in your head, let them chop off your neck. No, it's not like that. You're becoming a coward. That is not Christ-like. That's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to fight. A normal Christian is a fighter. A Christian, a real true Christian is a fighter, not a docile Christian. The same thing with pastors. You be a pastor and you're not telling your members what is going on, how jihad war is being waged on them, what they're supposed to do and what they're not supposed to do, taking care and all these things they are supposed to do by now. You're not preaching it. You're a fake pastor. You're fake. It surprises me that some you go to church, all they do is money, money, money. Are you waiting for Jesus to come in your church and use cane and whoop you very well before you now begin to know that it's high time you use your Bible and preach well? So Christians, wake up, oh. Wake up and smell the hot coffee. Even the one Nigeria, your country have also told you, your government have also told you to defend yourselves. That they can't defend you anymore. You understand? It has gotten to a stage where you sell your garment, you sell your car, sell whatever, to be able to equip yourself, to be able to defend yourself. At least the first thing you do, the reflex action you do, you take it. How can you be there, a full-fledged man, watching one Fulani with AK-47, raping your daughter in your presence, raping your wife in your presence? In fact, you're not a human being. You just stay there and be watching and be crying. Government, come and help us. Police, come and help us. Army, come and you cry and cry till that kingdom comes. Nobody will come to help you. If you don't begin to organize yourselves and guard your areas and your communities. When will you be pushed to the wall and you bounce back? When? Christians. So you use any terminology you like, or use whatever. I know I have my Bible, and my Bible directs me. At the end of the day, you are supposed to defend yourself. It's your right. God have not taken it away from you. All the prophets in the Bible, one time or the other, they fought, even to the extent, even Paul himself. You know how many times they collected him? And he could find himself out. Some places he will tell you, I'm a Roman. Another place he will tell you, I'm a Jew. Just to fit the occasion, be able to come out. Okay, hold on. Our Christ we are following on Ajuanyoi. Is the Christ we are following, is he a coward? He's not. He's bold. He's courageous. That was why he could go to the cross on our behalf. If he was he's a coward and frightening and which another word will I use? He wouldn't have been able to go to the cross on your behalf. He did that on your behalf. He was not supposed to go there. He was not supposed to die, but he went to cross on our behalf. That's a courageous God there. That's a courageous prophet there. That's a courageous Messiah there. And he expects me and you to be courageous in whatever we do, my dear. And he will come to bless your handwork. Bless whatever you do. No one that David will tell him, sir, should I pursue? He will tell him, pursue. David will take over his enemies, conquer them, collect the spoils from them. Please, excuse you. We are not this type of Christians that went to in Rome. They captured in Rome and they now put their neck and now put them and the lion now ate them up. But I tell you, they will have one way or the other did a lot of things before they now got to that stage. They will have one way or the other did a lot of things. You think they captured the whole Christian then, and then Christianity is still on? A lot of people escaped. There were remnants, and that remnants carried on the gospel. So excuse you, when you're putting in your neck and folding your hands, government come and help. Government is the person killing you. They are the people killing you. They are. Didn't you hear T.Y. Danjuma? T.Y. Danjuma told Nigerians that the Nigerian government, the army, they are not neutral. A general in army, they collude. The Nigeria government, Nigeria army collude. They collude with the bandits. Rise up, Nigerians, he said. Rise up, Christians. Defend yourselves. Before, if you don't defend yourselves, they will kill all of you one by one. T.Y. Danjuma said. You don't have any excuse. You don't have any excuse. Even in the so-called one Nigerians now, everybody is rising up to speak on their behalf. Only you Christians that are still hiding. Hiding and hiding. Yes, you want to go to paradise, but you will be alive to go to paradise. You don't want to die at all. You don't even want to get involved. You don't even believe that God will also protect you, even in the wartime. Because what is making you afraid is what I don't want. Because they will still get you and kill you. All these people they are killing, were they fighting? They killed them. So why don't you fight at least? Maybe you succeed. You fold your hands, they collect you. Fold your hands, they collect you. No wonder Musa is no more crying. Musa is no more lamenting. Musa is now chewing bubble gum. Musa is adding weight, going up and down, to and fro, collecting interview from AIT and from NTA, even Al Jazeera, everywhere. Musa have become a star. He's no more crying. Because he has succeeded in making all of you docile. Fold your hands, just put in your neck, they chop off your head, that's all Musa wants, and it's really working out for him. Biafrans, wake up and defend yourselves, I tell you. Wake up and defend yourselves. The Nigerian military and the police are enough is enough of this mayhem. Enough is enough of this killing going on in Nigeria and in Biafra land. Christians, rise up and defend yourself. If you die this type of death, you go to hell, I tell you. Because God will tell you, listen, I didn't make you cripple, that you couldn't move. I didn't make you a mad person, that you couldn't reason. You have your hands, you have your legs, you could reason. When you want to eat, you know where your mouth is. You take food, put inside your mouth. You don't put it in your ear. He will whoop you first. When he finishes whooping you, he will not decide what to do to you. So rise up. Defend yourselves, Christians. Before it's too late. Today is Saturday. It's our fundraising. Come and support our liberation. You understand? Fulani is at our doorsteps. Why is our military is dealing with the Boko Haram Nigerian military? Then the border patrol and individuals will be able to also defend themselves as much as they can. There's no more painting of words here. Even the so-called Nigerians, they're all crying, all of them. Some governors are going to Abuja to bow down to Caliphate, Islamic Caliphate. When they finish this bowing down, the Islamic Caliphate will tell them, okay, be paying so amount every month to the Islamic Caliphate, as if it will solve the problem. They finish paying. Fulani is still there, killing their own people in their own state. So the only way out is for you indigenous people, Christians, to rise up, defend yourselves. These people, they are not strong. The only thing they will prepare the ground for them very well before they come in. Like the way they did initially, collected everybody's gun, collected everybody's this thing, and then by the time they started coming, people were now without anything. Go and buy another one. Sell your mattress. Go, because you have to stay alive to be able to you know, or reorganize your family or your life again. So no. Thank you. Let me stop here. Okay, so we'll go to who's next? Chuku.
Already. There's somebody here, Obedience Radio Live. I just brought him in, okay? Can we know what you want to say?
Oh, you have the mic, Obedient.
Yes, good evening. How are you? Thank you for the opportunity. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. I've been listening to everything you've been saying, and beautiful, well done. But I have a question to ask you. The issue here is what's happening in Nigeria, what's happening in the Biafra Republic, and what's happening in the Fulani terrorist zone. We have a lot of people who happen to be part and parcel of the Biafra nation, as you call it, as it is, by its map, and a struggle over the years. The Major Ojukwu and today Nandikalu. We have a lot of people who sabotage the activities of how Biafra should be a reality. My question is, these Fulani demons killing Nigerian Christians and even Biafran Christians, what are you doing about them, the people selling out the Biafran vision? They connive with the Hausa Fulani people in Nigeria to hold Nandikalu, even when the courts of the Federal Republic of Nigeria have said, this man is innocent, let him go. What are you doing to those people? They still have their houses standing in Biafra land. They still have their businesses running in Biafra land. They still have their name running in Biafra land. They go back home, they travel, they talk nonsense, and you have not done anything to them. And they are Biafrans by the fact of where they come from, the language they speak.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Not concerned about the 150 Christians massacre that we're talking about.
No, Minister, I want to answer the question.
I am talking about that because these people who are Biafrans are in conniving with the House of Fulani people killing Biafrans and killing Nigerians. They are part of you. What have you done to them? Like I told you, their houses are still standing. Their families are still there. They go back home for holiday. They contest elections there.
For me to
what
answer you
have
now.
you done to them? You
Thank
keep talking on the space, you keep talking on social media, and these criminals are hiding in Biafra land.
Can you hold on?
Concern, because you...
It's okay. Wait, you asked a question. Let me respond to you. Why are you not concerned
you asked a question, and
are you?
are you?
Can't you hear me?
Information Minister. He's answering him, please. Onyeka,
Okay.
can you hear me?
Okay. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Go down and come back again, Mazonyeka. Obedient, you're not concerned about 500, 600 and something Christians massacred in the north. You are concerned about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the saboteurs that we have in the east. Did we call you to come and get worried about our saboteurs? Did you see the topic of this program? Did we tell you that we don't know how to handle our saboteurs? You see a common enemy that has ravaged from the north central, northeast, middle belt coming down. And we are talking about those people. We are talking to the entire Christians in Nigeria now. And you are not worried about that. You are now coming to divert our attention to the saboteurs that we have right from the time of Ojukwu, Nnamdi Kanu, Wazirike, and the time of our APM, Simon Ekpa. Obedient, why are you not worried about the 150 that they massacred in Plateau? Is it the Biafran saboteurs in Enugu, Imo State, that are slaughtering the people in Benue State? Is it the Biafran saboteurs in Anambra that are slaughtering the Christians in Kanu and Kaduna? Is it the Biafran saboteurs from Akwa Ibom, from Delta Bayelsa, that are slaughtering over 150 and 200 people in Plateau State? Or you don't know where to go? You just sat, you listened, you saw that this space is making progress and the message is sinking down in the brains of Christians. You look for something to come and deviate the attention, that we should not focus on the Christians. We should go back and focus on the saboteurs. And you're alleging that it is the saboteurs of the South or of the Southeast that are aligning with the Fulani terrorists in Benue to massacre the people of Benue. If you are a Christian, go and ask yourself the question, why they will massacre you, and then the pastors and bishops in your churches will tell you to call it Christian persecution. When you are facing war, real war, full-blown war, full-blown war, full-blown war that is happening, and you are seeing it. There are over 5 posts coming from Sahara reporters since morning about Fulani terrorist invasion. Fulani terrorist invasion. Who are they killing? They are killing Christians. They are killing Christians. They are killing Christians. That does not matter to you. It is Simon Ekpa that matters to you. It is the saboteurs that you have in Southeast that matters to you. It is Nnamdi Kanu that matters to you. When they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya, what was your reaction? Were you not happy? You were clapping for one Nigeria so that they will end Biafra, because you are here to count the numbers of saboteurs that we have for us in Biafra. Who are the people crying now? Is it the Biafrans that are crying now, louder in Nigeria? Or it is the people of the Middle Belt, the North Central, Northeast, Northwest, the Southwest, and every other side? The Biafran people that you now come to enumerate their saboteurs, they already know they have saboteurs, and they have prepared themselves. They have implemented a defense mechanism, even with their saboteurs that they have. They know how to manage their saboteurs and how to deal with their saboteurs. So why don't you get worried about the over 300 massacred in Benue? Is it that their life is not important to you? Or it is the life of the saboteurs in Biafra land, in Southeast, in the Whole Eastern region, that is more important to you? Which one is more important to you? So when a baby sleeps in Middle Belt, in Northeast, North Central, Northwest, and then wakes up, the head is cut off, knife, machete, all over the body from head to toe, that is not a problem to you. The only problem you have is, what are we doing to the saboteurs we have in the Biafra region? You are not being truthful to yourself. Because if you were, you would have focused on the topic that we have. The topic that we have here is not even talking about our saboteurs today. The topic we have today is talking about the Christians that are slaughtered on daily basis, and the preachers are terming the war Christian persecution. And we are telling them, wake up to face the Islamic Jihad war, because there is nothing like persecution. And you are here to come and tell us, why don't we go and fetch out the saboteurs we have in the East? So if you don't have another good question, you may leave us, okay? If you have another question to ask, the mic is still yours.
Well, I just want to say thank you so much. But you see, you are not getting my question, and you didn't get my submission at all.
No.
And
That
it's
is
a
not.
problem
That
for
is
you.
not.
It's
That
a,
is not.
listen.
That
It's
is
your
not
space.
something
I
you
know
need
it's
to
your
be talking
space,
about now.
but you don't want to listen. You don't want to listen to what people are saying. I am telling you that the reason, one of the major reasons why.
One of the major reasons, what? Unmute your mic and finish your submission. Unmute. One of the you want to tell us now that one of the major reasons why the Fulani terrorists.
One of the major reasons why you see this bastard Fulani terrorists killing Christians in Nigeria
It's because
is
of the Biafran people.
It's because of the Biafran sellout. The people
Now
giving,
now we see
they
how
are.
foolish you are. Now we see how foolish you are. Now we see how foolish you are. One of the reasons the Fulani terrorists are killing Christians is because of the Biafran sellout. Now we see how foolish you are. Fulani land is in Biafra land, right? So Fulani brothers and sisters, they are in our lands, right? They are our brothers. So we now become their problem. Did we migrate from our land in Biafra land to go to Fulani land that we now started creating problems with them? Fulani terrorists was brought in from the Sahel, and you're telling us that we are the problem of the Fulani terrorists. Are we the one that brought them? It is the fellow Fulanis government of Nigeria that brought their fellow brothers of Fulanis to come and carry out the work of jihad and invasion. And you're here telling us that the reason why Fulani terrorists exist is because of we, the Biafrans. Okay, if we are the cause of the Fulani terrorists, let them continue to come now, because we will stop at nothing than to do what? To send them to their early graves. Yes. We don't have prison for Fulani terrorists. We don't have a mortuary for Fulani terrorists. We don't have hospitals.
Why are you muting me if you are for real? Why are you muting?
We don't have hospitals for Fulani terrorists. Okay? We don't have any way that we harbor Fulani terrorists. What we do to Fulani terrorists is that because you are a terrorist, the same way that Israel deals with terrorists, the same way that America and UK and Europe deals with terrorists, that is what we do to terrorists. We cut you off. We don't treat cancer. We send cancer to where cancer belongs. So if you have been privileged to be in this space today now, it's time you pack your bag and leave, okay? Pack your bag and leave now. It's over for you. Biafrans are not the reason why Fulani terrorists exist. Biafrans are actually the reason why everybody have not been wiped out of Nigeria. Yes. Fulani terrorists came on a mission to come and wipe everybody out. But
Honorable Minister, please bring me down and bring me up again. I can't hear you. Okay, please.
Okay. So because of the existence of Biafrans. Okay, Mazinko, the number, try to restart your phone before you come in again, so that your network will be corrected. The reasons why one Nigeria is still alive. The reason why one Nigeria is still alive. The reason why all the Christians have not been massacred. The reason why everybody have not been taken over in this one Nigeria is because of the existence of the Biafran people. Mazen Namdekano was speaking. You people called him names. Everything that they said, is it not what is happening to you today? And now you are all are crying of what Prime Minister have been telling you, and what Martin Namdekanu have been telling you, and what all Biafrans have been telling you for many years now. Nothing changed. But because people have hatred, for the Biafran people, that is why you will continue to confuse people like this and tell them that Fulani terrorists are existing because of Biafra people. Try. Who will hear this and then will not go and get a cup of palm wine to relax his or herself? All right. Minister Stella, please continue.
Thank you. So, jihad is not happening because of Biafran sabos. Jihad war is not happening because of Biafra Sabo. Sabo de Bumbuade. Sabo all the way, even inside the Bible. Judas was Sabo. You understand? And this person that talk, I'm sure your people also, you get a lot of Sabo amongst your own people. So don't come here and tell us how good or how bad Biafrans are. And that's a red flag on you already, because you discussing that means you're not a Biafran. But anyway, you said you're obedient, so we know where. Hey, did you see your P2B now? Your P2B has become a Hamajiri. He's now eating on the floor, Also, that they will make him the next 2027 president of imaginary Nigeria. You understand? And I'm sure you're still following him, no? Okay, so who's next? Chooks, you have the mic. Chooks, Akamezie.
Yes, am I coming out? Chosakoma is there.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, our information minister. Thank you, Stella. Thank you, sir, information minister. This has been my hunger, the way to talk to our people. Because that's one of the things I used to get upset with some of our people. Use Bible to convince our people on what we are doing, not use Bible to criticize them and make them to be angry and turn away. Now, thank you for the questions you asked. Let me start this way. Me, as a clergyman, has been my heartbeat for our freedom, as many of my colleagues. Because we are living in Nigeria, most of us here are in abroad. Even that abroad, just like Prime Minister, they still went after him. Then what will happen with people who are living in Nigeria? So, what am I saying? That we need to talk to our people on things that motivate them to right action, just like the way Mordecai talked to Esther, and her reasons came back to herself, and she took step to terminate the enemy, and God perfected the action. So, the word of God completely backed self-defense and self-determination. Exodus chapter 22 said something that when a thief is found breaking up and smitten to death somebody, and that person died, and that thief will equally be killed, and his blood will never be required of any, even the person that executed him. Exodus 22, verse 22. So the word of God is so explicit concerning issue of defense. And Jeremiah said something in Jeremiah 48, verse 10, that cursed be he that doeth the work of the Lord deceitfully, and cursed be he that keepeth back his sword from blood. You have to have your sword. Your sword has to be completely always with blood. Blood of what? The enemy that you have dealt with. And if you read also, why I'm quoting this prophet, a major prophet we have in the scripture. When you read Isaiah chapter 40, the 34, verse 5 to 11, let me just give the summary of what the Bible said there. The Bible says, the sword of the Lord is filled with blood and fatness. When you read it back down, you see what God talking about Edomites and other people that God dealt with. It's filled with blood and fatness. The word of God is never against self-defense. Self-defense is backed by the word of God. Even Paul said in Romans chapter 13, verse 4, for he is the minister of God to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid, for he beareth not the sword in vain. For he is the minister of God, a revenger of execute, a revenger that execute wrath upon the evildoers. Planning are the most terrible evildoers. The ministers of God doesn't bear sword in vain. Sword is not for fashion. It's not for decoration. It's meant for war, defense, and attacking of the enemy. Jesus said something about a strong man, because why many of us are afraid of Fulani, many of us are describing the government of Nigeria as strong. If you want to, you can't fight government. Jesus said in Luke chapter 11, verse 21, when a strong man, fully armed, guard his own mansion, his property is safe. His property is safe when he guard his own house. And he said also, how can a strong man enter into another man's strong house and plundered or spoiled his goods, except he first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house. That we have been kept empty-handed, and we need to get back what belongs to us. And he that has taken what belongs to us has become strong man in the eyes of our people. And we must have to be strong. Moses told Israel, be strong, stand still, and you see the salvation of the Lord. After the death of Moses, God told Joshua, be strong and of good courage. Be strong and of good courage. Be strong and of good courage. That's what our people need. And Isaiah chapter 49, verse 25 confirmed it as a prophet that said it. That's what Jesus recast. Who can snatch the plunder of a war from the hands of a warrior? Who can demand that a tyrant let his captive go? Who can demand that the tyrant let his captive go? And is he who made himself courageous, refusing to accept defeat, that I cannot, that I will not be able. That is one victory of the enemy. When you accept defeat and you become reluctant in making and taking steps of what will make you to be strong. Thank God for our Prime Minister that we are taking multidimensional approach. And that is what Kozora Bezo has been thwarting our people. Jesus asked his disciple question in Luke 22 from 35 to 37. Jesus asked them, when I sent you out to preach the good news, and you did not have money or traveling bag or an extra pair of shoes, did you lack anything? They replied, no, we didn't lack anything. And Jesus now said them, but now take your money, take your traveling bag, and if you do not have any sword, sell your clothes and buy at least one sword, for time has come for this prophecy about me to be fulfilled. There is time. The time we are now is time of such prophecy. Prophecy of sword action, prophecy of war action, prophecy of action of dealing with the enemy who comes to kill you, who comes to destroy you and take over your land. This is time. God told us about the tribe of Rechabite in Israel, who had proper understanding of the time, what Israel ought to do. We have to understand. And when they say so, Jesus says so, and they say he was counted among the rebel. Yes, everywhere, everything written about me, Jesus said by the prophet, will come to pass. Remember when they said, oh God, we have only 2 swords here. Verse 38 to 39 say that Jesus said to them, then it's enough. And I want to say, if Jesus' disciples and himself, that is 12 disciples, and with Jesus, 13 persons, Jesus said 2 swords is enough for them. Then they use sword. Now we are using God. If I were interpret it in this way, if 13 persons can be saved and protected, can fight with 2 swords, sorry, I had call enter my phone. Still coming out. Am I still coming out? Hello? Am I still coming out? Is anybody hearing me? Okay. So, if 13 persons can be protected with 2 swords, brethren, check your village, how many you are in your village. That the money you need, I need to be donating to protect our people is now the prophecy for it to come to pass. To come to pass. And that is that the sword they carried the day they came to arrest Jesus in Matthew 26, according to Matthew record. Peter used his own sword to cut off servant's ear. Jesus said, put the sword back. Why? This is why he came to die. Unless anybody who is here on earth is here again on earth to die for everybody. Which means you are proving to God and Jesus that your first death is irrelevant. Your coming to die on earth is insignificant and not needed. That you, as a person, an individual, need to die again for people, that you will be killed, that they can be saved. That is why you can forget about using of your sword. But Jesus said, put it back to where Jesus has been seeing that sword since he know they had it. And he didn't rebuke Peter. He said, just package it back for another day. That's what it means. So, self-defense is completely bleaker. David, we know David, a warrior. God Israel today talk against David, they will stone you, including every region in the land. Psalm 144, David said, praise the Lord, who is my rock? For he trains my hands to war and give my finger skill for battle. He trains my hands to war and give my finger strength, skills for battle. The same David said it. Same Psalm 18 verse 34. He repeated it. He concluded in that side and saying that the Lord trained my hands for battle and strengthening my arms to draw a bruising bow. And he said also in Psalm 119 verse 66, teach me good judgment and knowledge, for I believed in your commandment. Biafrans, this is time we need to know good judgment. Good judgment. You cannot be talking about securing yourself without wiping away what they quoted and termed insecurity. But it's total extermination of taking over and taking over your land. Good judgment. God was the one who told Israel, this land, I'm giving it back to you. Because these people, Canaanite, the seventh nation living there, they are messing up. God said, go and fight. God didn't tell them, okay, wait, I will wipe them away one day, don't worry. It's when we move, God moves. Bonke said, if we pray only prayer, we walk with one leg. But we pray and do the work, we walk with two legs, and we can get to where we're going easily. When we pray, prayer is important, because even when you have the best equipment on earth, if God didn't direct the equipment more faster and easily and more at first against the enemy can bring his own against you first. Before you use that one, you are gone. Because spirit, you lose, govern physical. And that's why David always pray before he goes to war. So we have to know that you can never be free without fighting. Jesus said, from the day of John the Baptist, kingdom of God suffered violence, and only violence can take it by force. Only the violent can take it by force. After he gave them that teaching, he now introduced to them to buy sword, and they say, we have it already. So it's okay. Only violent take it by force. If your enemy come with any kind of weapon and how he comes with, retaliate immediately. Don't wait until he wiped you away. David didn't wait until Israel is being disgraced and made a slave, take back to slavery again. He came out. Only stone, God used it to fight for him. And Goliath was defeated. People who had other arrows and sword were afraid. Because if the enemy succeeds in getting you to be consumed, enveloped, put in fear, they will not receive the spirit of fear. They receive spirit of sound mind, boldness. So cry, Abba, Father. Boldness. Boldness, that is what the enemies do. That's why they are bringing python bands. That's why they are bringing security. When you see security everywhere, fear will be coming on you. You'll be panicking. You'll be panicking. They will stop you and say, why is that? Come here, bring your phone. They search your phone. When they are searching your phone, your heart is beating. They will be searching your phone and be looking at you, watching you. You are afraid. That is the first thing they know. They say, whether you do anything or you don't do, they carry you. They say, nothing, they be Biafra. They carry you. And that's what so many of our young people are suffering in our land today. In our land today. You'll be tempted that when you're going out, you keep your best Android phone used to be in social media where you are free to talk, and use other ones and go out. Our people, we have to. If you don't have the mind to fight, just as many of us here may not have the mind to be a medical doctor. If you see blood, some people can never be a medical doctor, even though they have their mother, parents have all the money to train them. If they see blood, they will be panicking and afraid. In fact, their heart will jump into their stomach. But there are people who are built to see blood, and it's common, see dead bodies, and there are people as they volunteer themselves, and they're in the war front. What they need is our support to bring the victory for us. Jeremiah chapter 4, 16 to 18. The Bible said that from that day, Nehemiah was giving account of what he has passed through, the work he did in rebuilding the wall of Jerusalem and setting things in order in the city, that the enemy will never take them again and burn their place. That's what they are doing to our people, burning our people's houses. I watched the other day two little children. They cut their pieces their head while they were asleep. While they were asleep. God will ask us questions if we are quiet and our people are being killed. You must not come out openly if you are in our land to be talking so many things. But you can do what Obadiah did in Israel in the days of Ahab and Jezebel. Obadiah stayed in Jezebel's house, Ahab's house, using Ahab's male and Jezebel male, feeding prophets. And Elijah told him, go and tell your master, say, Oga, I don't trust you. If I say that, my Oga will kill me. when Elijah noticed that he has been feeding many people who they have goodness of God, but they can't say it. If you say it, you are killed. You can do that, building our people, telling them, circulating information, and things will be going silently. And our witness will spread for people to support our liberation. Nehemiah is saying, Nehemiah chapter 4, verse 16 to 18. From that day forward, we have days that we will never go back in funding our liberation. And that day has been since they arrested Awonyentu 2017. From inception of SN and now we are in Biafra government in exile, our BDF. From these days of its establishment forward, Emma said, half of my men were doing the work, and half of them were taking up spears, shoes, bows, and the body armor. Spears. Now, the officers were behind all the people of the Jew who were rebuilding the wall. Those who were carrying load did so by keeping one hand on the work and the other hand on their weapon. They built to a man had their sword trapped to their side while they were building, but the trumpeters remained with me. This is how Nehemiah fought. They were building the wall. Cement, cement, na echarandelo for the tinye ube ha n'ukwufa na arụ ọrụ. I know so many of my clergymen friends who did today, why they are keeping on, why if they are in service, they are having their AK-47 inside their cassock. Not a joke. He came back and told me, this is how we are doing it. If you don't do it that way, you are gone. Any bam, you retaliate immediately, even though you are praying or preaching. They will still fight and continue to fight. So, only by your power can we push back our enemy. Only in your name can we trample our enemy. I do not trust in any other thing in my bow and sword, but you will save me. Even though I'm carrying sword, I'm trusting you. David has claimed in Psalm 44:5-5. So my people, self-defense is scriptural, and God bless you. Thank you, Minister of Information. Our people encouraging our people, spoil them with word of motivation. And God, any seed of word you sow will germinate. Words travel in 2,000 years, and they cut lives. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you. Hey, thank you. Thank you. I hope our people had you. In my own the law, I wish no other can come on that again. Other casino extra mic. The only thing I may send down those buses because no one can Okay, the best of the best I loved so much was Luke 11. Luke 11 verse 21. When a strong man armed kept his house, his goods are in peace. You understand? A strong man, a strong Biafran, a strong Biafran, armed, kept his house. His goods also will be safe or in peace. I may use King James. He armed very well. Ichedo ezinụlọ gị, nwee ike ichedo ezinụlọ gị. Onwere onye abịa mesmerize your goods. Onwere onye abịa mesmerize your family. Nobody will come and rape your daughter and go free. Or they won't even touch them at all. Because you will give them fire for fire, gun for gun, bullet for bullet, sword for sword. That's the only thing Fulanese understand. And that was why they jumped into our space suddenly today. Because they know we are on point. We are on point. That Christians must all rise up and defend themselves. Stop being brainwashed. I told you, even when you call it persecution, persecution means that you are receiving encouragement from the Lord, which enable you to act courageously. You can't fold your hands and you're saying you are acting courageously. You understand? You have to act courageously by defending yourself. Even God himself even gave that instinct to you that when somebody comes to beat you, or you react, you defend. It's a reflex action that you defend yourselves. Why is another person picking up a phone and calling our BDF line? So that's where you defend yourselves. You don't fold your hands. And early Christians, they fought. And that's why you still have Christians today. Because if not so, they will have wiped all of them away now. How come we are still hearing about Christians? Because they didn't kill all of them. All of them were not put inside Colosseum, and lion ate all of them up. So it's a race, and the personal. And you must fight. And you must run this run. And defend yourself. Thank you, Chooks. Please, I need other quotations because I was enjoying it. Because you need to these Christians so that they will understand it. You understand? Some people, if you don't quote to them from Bible, they don't understand what you're saying. They won't even have patience enough to begin to listen to you. They've been brainwashed. They've been mesmerized on their brains. I work with their faults sometimes, because of where they found themselves and situations going on. So the only way out is to preach it to them word for word, Bible by Bible, verse by verse, chapter by chapter, so that they will understand that they have right to defend themselves. Even unbelievers are defending themselves. Even their so-called Nigeria government have told them to defend themselves. So what else do you want? Stop calling governor, help us, president, help us, this, help us. No, organize yourselves and you see these people, they are cowards. Fulanis are cowards. Your little move, they will just run away and they never to come back to you. Your little move. Even the army now, they have the Fulani inside because Hausas, Yorubas, and Biafrans or Middle, but they are no more in Nigerian army. So what they have now are their brothers working in Nigerian army. So they are cowards. So you must rise up. If you rise up now, Musa will begin to cry. So rise up, we need to see Musa cry. So far as Musa have not started lamenting, have not started crying, nothing is being done. I'm talking to you, Hausas. I'm talking to you, Yorubas. I'm talking to you, Middle Belt. I'm talking to you, Biafrans and Christians all over Nigeria and in Biafra land. Rise up. That's the only way forward. Rise up. Do something. Do something. If you're not doing anything, you go to heaven. God will whoop you, will beat the heck out of you. I didn't do you like that. I gave you your 2 hands. I gave you your 2 legs. I gave you brain to reason. You come back to me like that. It's not mission accomplished at all. That you just put your neck, they kill you. You didn't come. It's not a mission accomplished. It's a mission. It's a mission thwarted by the Fulanis. Thwarted by the Fulanis. Because when you're doing this, you're fighting to keep Christians alive, to keep people alive, to hear the word of God. It's a holy fight too for you. So you must fight this holy fight. It's not angels who come and fight this fight for you. You are the hand of Jesus. You are the leg of Jesus, the mouth of Jesus, everything for Jesus. You are Jesus being represented on this earth. So you do what Jesus would have done if he was here present. That's why you are here. It's just like we abroad. When you are being told to support financially, that was why God took you, make it possible that you are able to go away, where you can have a better opportunity and a more to be able to fund the liberation. You understand? So you going out, it wasn't by chance. That you could go abroad now and all these things are happening. It's not by chance. That's the way I see it. I don't know about you, but I'm trying to let you understand that you staying abroad by this time is not by chance. It was orchestrated by God so that you be able to help. Then how can you be abroad and you're folding your hands, chewing bubble gum, pretending that you don't know what's going on, that your brothers and sisters are being massacred in Nigeria and in Biafra land? And I tell you, if we don't do anything, soon it will be our own turn in all the places abroad we are. Because Fulanis are coming there too. Fulanis are coming there too. If you don't understand, go and ask people in London how it is. Now they are using Sharia law. In fact, all their mayors are all Muslims in London, a lot of them. So please, so if you give it any terminology you want, it still falls in that jihad war is being waged on you. You are supposed to be doing something. You are supposed to be fighting. You are supposed to be funding. You are supposed to be defending yourselves. You are supposed to be taking care of your brothers and sisters, passing information to them, so they don't fall into the trap of the Fulani. I stop here. Okay. Chooks, you want to chip in something before we move the mic? You have the mic back.
Yes, what I want to say is this. Some of our people will be saying that how can you keep establish a security and they call you non-state actors and you near Katon and you are talking about security securing people. Let me ask you, even that security you are criticizing, but when you want to do your functions, your family, you invite the security in Nigeria to secure you, in churches to secure you. You have dedication of church building, the same security that has been killing people, that will kill people anyhow. The other day they killed a girl, a lady. The same security that just finished killing somebody, you invited to your house, to your church dedication, to your synod, to your conferences to secure you. Then what is different? You are putting money in that security that has been enabling the terrorists. You are putting money in that security that has been spreading the terrorism. And you cannot put money in security that only defending you. Then who is wasting his life and his resources? Wrong. Who is wasting and enabling his destruction to come quick and quicker? You know, we Christians in Nigeria, it looks as if we went to Turkey and asked them, what are those things that you people did that made the Islams to quickly Islamize you? I want us to remember Revelation chapter 2 and chapter 3, all the 7 churches, the Holy Spirit wrote to are all located historically, are all located not just only religiously, are all located in Turkey. All those 7 churches. And none of us, I may say, has such spiritual power and authenticity with those people. Somebody that God described, I know you. Where you live is where devil has his throne. Yet you do not deny my name. How many of us live where Illuminati are doing their sacrifices, and you are living there still practicing your faith and going there for a business and your occupations and everything you're doing, and without being afraid? Some of you will just see one a tree that the door might just finish cutting. Because you are coming late at night, you think that it's a masquerade that is starting there, or an enemy. You are afraid already. All of them, how God described their spirituality. I don't know how all of us reach such spiritual power in this generation. Yet they were Islamized. The enemy used them by themselves to bring party spirit. They hated themselves. They criticize themselves. They fight themselves. And
it's just like what they are doing to us now. Truth. Exactly what they are doing to us.
they still use some of them, their leaders, to enable their work. And that's why you can see today in Benue what is happening. The Reverend Father is a governor. So, and you think the enemy, they don't understand what they are doing. Some of us, I want to ask you, so many of us have been saying some words. This thing is not possible. It cannot happen. In this place, oh, guy, can't happen. Has it not happened? Before 2023, all of you are crying. No, it cannot be. Muslim ticket, it can never happen. Has it not happened? Yeah, the men who go outside, they can never cut that here to do it. It's not happening in Amuf, in Enugu, in Imo State, in Anambra.
We now have IDB card.
It's not happening. Today, a Bago, a boy told me a story last week. My heart broke. That a Bago recruiting even 12 years, 13, 10 years children. The boy was telling me, this is what is happening in my community now. They kill their father, they kill their mother. Nobody's taking care of them again. They don't have choice again. They carry them, giving them food, taking care of them from there, put them in a bag, paying them peanuts. Those children, oh my God, their days are finished. The boy told me, I ran out from my community. I just ran, walking in the bush, running, I'm just living here. A boy of 20-something years. Actually, Nobili, the community I'm living. Till today, he has not seen his father, his mother, his sibling, and some of us are saying it's not possible. What I'm saying that is happening is not happening in Ugwasa, in Anambra State. Let me call it the way my grandmother used to call it. When you have done something that is wrong, when he want to talk to you, yeah, he will tell you, this is why you are going holidays in Enugu State. Be careful. He will reference to that thing you have done before. You did. Don't do it there. It's not possible because he has not come to us. That's why we are thinking it's not possible. But when you are any day you are traveling out of your house today, you'll be praying in fear. You'll be praying in fear. God, God, not in praying in faith. Your heart will leave your heart and be your stomach until you go and come back. And I say, hey, thank God. Oh. Is that kind of life you want to continue with? Is that kind of life you want to continue with? Because of what? You want one Nigeria. Thank you, Esther.
Thank you. I'm sure they are tired of one Nigeria now. A lot of them are all crying and speaking up now. All the one Nigerians, they are now crying, and speaking up. The only thing that they are looking for help from a wrong place. That's the one that breaks my heart. They are still looking at the government to come and help them. Police to come and help them. They will catch a Fulani and begin to take Fulani to police station. If you take Fulani to police station, you go away, police release Fulani back. Send them to their 72 virgins. Simple. The way they will kill you and use knife, cut you into pieces, take the valued part for their dinner. Do the same to them. Wake up, Christians. Wake up.
Sister Stella, when you for that in Igbo na, when you turn it as your Igbo. Imu de wanza tola yelu umule ne adalanda. When you na boya.
Okay. Thank you. We go to Uzo Chukwu, a disciple of Mars. You have the mic.
Sister Stella.
Sir?
It's a powerful thing and a very great thing to hear your voice again. It's been a long time. I've been on the listening mode, trying to listen to the topic, and because I just came in, I've been away from Twitter and the internet for a long time. But I'm happy that you guys are still on the clock, pushing the whole thing. So until we get what we're looking for, we know the truth, no surrender. Thank you so much. I think I saw our honorable minister of the highest ministers that we look up to, our beloved brother and uncle and father, Mazi Sonia Barawa. The Lord will bless you. Thank you for firing on. Thank you for keeping the line. And on behalf of everyone, Mazi, my Biafran, Count, Count, I don't know how to pronounce it, but then I salute every one of you on the system and on the space. Sastella, thank you so much. God bless all of you. Samiri, Bro Chooks that has just spoken, Bro Igbo General, and all the rest of us. Thank you for being on the system and the platform. It is no longer a new news to say that to tell our people because sin and say poor run away from danger. It is alarming, very quite alarming. The news all over the place is unbearable. Every day when you look at the news, every day is a new news. And the worst of it is that we are being sold out by our own brothers who are listening to fools and the bow and those of them that are being engineered and generated by Nigerian killers and using our own people, our own brothers. I mean our own brothers, like Gumi said, I'm Igbo boys, let them kill themselves. And you can imagine the worst of it is the Islamic Jihad system that is now on rampage on every area. And our people are not still understanding the handwriting on the wall. A lot of us are still calling on the Nigerian zoological governors, telling them, come and help us, come and help us, so they're killing us here. The same people you are calling and the same people that are killing you. How can you look up to those who are masterminding your killing and also asking for help from them? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. My heart fails me on daily basis when I listen and hear our own brothers who doesn't want to come to the understanding to the point where they should look up and they face the reality. The reality is this: We are being killed by this Islamic jihadists, even that have infiltrated our own homeland, infiltrated our own families and our own communities. But yes, we don't want to to take the right things and serious things serious.
Brother, in
Sorry, man.
I hope
No.
my being a mother buwaris because I'm a no the mother.
Yes,
So
yes,
you got
sister
a
Stella.
so you know,
Yes, sister Stella. Nkucha ka anyị dị ike kịta dị. Ọ mụ na nwanne nwoke anyway. Anyị dị ike nkucha ezigbo nkucha. It fears me, like my brother was saying, if you travel from Enugu to from Imo State to Enugu, you should begin. You don't know what will happen to you in the next checking point. It is so alarming. I've been thinking of, yes, I want to go home, but everybody in Nigeria, is it safe? I like about the home safe. I live about the home safe.
You know, one of our brothers who give up, wagi welu phone nke ije abịa na ebe a ije jeli na social media. Dobe n'ụlọ zokwu onye welu cheap phone aya aba na godulu ihe nwere ibe dị n'ime. Akwinugo maka nka.
I'm telling you, he's been giving me so much concern. In the real sense, even if I'm going home, mom comes to delete all my articles and everything because this thing is part of us.
A cheap phone. You got to just you know, mananke no ije abata here ije eme na media na social media. Well, yes, so that is what we are saying now. Because whenever they stop you, they begin to browse through your phone and look to what you are. In fact, you understand? They will not say, so what we are now advising our people is to take away that phone you use you are using in social media. Hide it. Take 1 hour, even when they collect it from you, you don't even care. Okay, go on.
Yes, Stella. No, I don't know where to begin. My mind is so painful and so full of heart cries and tears because I don't know where we'll begin by sanitizing these things because it's all over the whole places. It's all over the whole place. The killing, even the killing of our beloved brother, one name your younger brother, which I saw go 247 idiot parading and claiming and buga if go hit imagine that kind of I don't know, but when these killings are being masterminded by our own people, those in house are chonta was okwele, and they are now pursuing us.
My time is nearly off.
Okay, Samiri.
Yeah, my brother.
You wanna come in? I can step down for you. It's fine. It's okay.
Please allow
You can pick up the
to
mic.
this.
Thank you. You can pick up the mic, Samiri.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good evening, Sister Stella. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, our information minister, Akparawa Sonny Abongete. Good evening, Masi Onyedika Punejemba. Good evening, Sister Stella. Everyone here, everyone. MIG, oh my God, Bridget, long time. 1,000 men, million of Biafra, sorry. And my brother, Masi Ima Essien. Good evening, everyone. Reggie, we are so many. Emeka, please, Benchus, our leader, Masi Namdi Kalu, Ima Ekondo, our leader, Masi Simon Ekpa, Itiat Ekondo of Biafra, the Rock of Biafra. Good evening, Masi Nkonkere Abasi, the Eye of Iron, the Eye of Lion. Iron and lion. Yes, that is what you are. You have to knock them. Yes. Not only lion, iron, armor. Yes, you have to use it by force, by power. Who think you cannot talk? You must. No, it's not only the talk. The spirit have to come in you to use that hardness, that thing they need. The Nigerian Sioux government have to see. And the Biafran spirit will help you, will stand with you when your heart is clean. To make sure, say, you use that heavy iron, that hammer, to destroy the rest. Yes, that is what we are here for. God Almighty, the mother of earth, the nature, who created heaven and earth, but our land will give us, nobody give us, now the God, the nature, the spirit of Almighty give us that land. We born and come and still see it. So when we notice, you know, this thing, they've been using it for long and kill us and continue kill us and continue kill us, life after life after life. But we said to the Sioux government, believe me, enough is enough. We cannot take it anymore. You cannot take it anymore. Me, I cannot take it anymore. It's so painful. We said it, the rest of the world know about it. Because they know you cannot come and pick weapon like them. But the God Almighty, the Spirit, no, He can fight for us physically and spiritually. But when we are the truth, when we stand with the truth, believe me, He can do and do. That is why we ask for the grace to fall upon, for the leaders, the true leaders, to pick it and fight and tell the world. Because when you have the leader who will lead you, when you have somebody at the front, just like the Joshua, come and lead the whole world and tell what the Spirit need to know from us as nature. And you must do it. That is why Biafra can never just lead with nothing. No. That is the Spirit of Almighty God. He have who leads. That is the Yeshua will come, because you can't see the Spirit himself, but it's in you. But He make a sample to Yeshua to come, to let us know the truth and the dark side and the light side. People said He worked together. That I just said people, but that is the truth. Light and darkness is two things. What are you going to choose? And first of all, ask your Christian. Ask the people of the church. Because when you bring this topic, sorry to call this because I have to say it. Ask the church. I'm not talking the body of Yeshua. I'm not talking of the body of nature. Like you, where you know the truth. I'm talking about the people. You go there by the name of God, by the name of Almighty God. Ask them. And I start with the Pope, Christian, pastors, reverend, name it, apostle. Name all of them, because there is no pastor in the Bible if you want to say the truth. There is no pastor. If you go to the Bible, you can only see apostles. Those people who preach the word of wisdom, not pastor. You understand? So you go to the people where call those names righteous. Where do you stand? Yeshua fight when he was young. When he was very, very young, he fight for righteousness. To the truth, because he was a woman being, spirit in woman being form. He fight for the righteous. He fight to show you there is calamity in the earth. Where are you going to choose? And now you're still asking yourself questions. Why your pastor cannot tell you that this calamity, killing and sucking blood and lie, betray your fellow woman being is a sin. Why? Why your Pope cannot say that? Why your Pope cannot say it? Your Christian, your pastors standing in your so-called church, not the body of Christ, that room, why can't they tell you this is not acceptable for the nature of humanity? That is what we are fighting for. We are not fighting Christ, because Christ already tell us how to live. And we are talking about those people confusing. Why? If there is good one, just like the way we said with Muslim, if Muslim, there is good Muslim, why can't they come out and say it? None. Especially the churches in Nigeria's sub-government empire of Britain. Why can't you say the Christian is dying? Why can't you say the only innocent man, just like Yeshua, come to you way to see now, you will be now to see that there is someone can die for you to survive? Why the pastors, why the different, why the Pope don't say it, that the blood is innocent, can cause a lot of calamity, a lot of destroy for people? Why can't they say it? That is my painful. That is what I get so angry with these people, because the way I'm angry, it will penetrate all of them, because we are talking about soul here. We are talking about nature. Why those people don't come out and say the truth and build only empire of destroy demonic houses and rape the poor ones, those blind, those ones who don't want to know the good and right. Instead, them to put them in the right way, they help them and destroy their brain. Why? Ask yourself why. Why that is happening? And I go to Sultan, so-called Jihad of Muslim, Al-Haji, Imam. You people are sucking blood. You people are evil. You people are the people God Almighty curse. You people are the people where the spirit curse. Yes. And these people will come out in the public and claim that by killing and destroy is necessary. It will take people's life, both children, is the right thing. In the public, we are Christian. I'm asking you people this question. Where the imam, where these pastors, where the all those righteous people, where terrorists will come out and claim the life of Christian and claim the life of innocent, and even pastor will go there and kneel down for the evil to continue to take life. Where are those righteous people? I'm asking you people questions. Answer with your good heart. Answer with your truth, so that you too, you will be safe. Because enough is enough. Stop confusing people. Terrorist imam, come out and claim that you are nothing like a dead rat. Where is imam? Where is Pope? Where is those people? Where they are killing their own children, burning their houses, send them to the known land, non-return back to their own fatherland and motherland. Where is European Union? Where the body of Christians? Say the truth for once. Say the truth for once, so that humanity will be saved. You see how Muslims claim, how Muslims stand with their evil. Killing you, killing pastor, killing Christian, burning their houses. No one come out and say a word. Instead of that, they will come out and challenge you. Sultan Sokoto, where born all the terrorists in this world, born Jihad, born Boko Haram, name it, all the, destroyer of humanity. Is for Sultan Sokoto and Jihad and Muslim in Nigeria, and so-called Dangote, and call the dead man walking as your president. Christian, where are you? Tradition, where are you? Why can't you people say the truth for once? Save humanity. It's bad, because it will still fall upon all of you people head. It's bad, because it will not be mercy for those who want Biafra land to continue to breathe with blood. But we said you can't use Biafra land blood and build empire of demonic. No, that is why the nature sent us. Say enough is enough. Christ, he was a righteous man. Yeshua, he was a righteous man. He was saying the truth. How you to survive? Forbidding blood. Because as we said, he died for cross of Calvary. He was a woman being like me, in form of woman being. When he died, he was not a woman being, but there's a spirit walking in form of woman being. Just like we have now, desperate spirit walking in form of all of you people in Nigerian soul government. But you don't know, because violence will continue to happen when you still continue to keep Nigeria one. When Yeshua died, he come to show us a sample, the way we understand as nature. When he died to show us a sample, how we to live, he was go to the spirit world to meet his father, as you call his father. Yes? Then we learn from there how we to pass, which energy are we going to use to fulfill this righteousness, to fulfill what the nature pray give us, and we to fight the darkness. Where are you? Where are you? I'm asking you people questions. Ask your pastor, ask your imam, ask those people sending children like Sultan Sokoto, the Jihad, the Empire of Britain, sending the young ones, children will never even know how to live, by sending them to different kind of life. Ask them and ask yourself, because you will never be peace. If you don't know what is peace, you better find it now. Because if you follow Sultan of Sokoto, you follow Jihad, follow Imam, follow Nigerian soul government, follow Britain, you are doomed forever. But Biafra continue to rise. Because this time around, sunshine is already rise. It's only we to celebrate. It doesn't matter anything happen now. When you stand in your way, you will die. But it must happen, because it's very soon. Hear me? You must understand this and tell the rest of the world, and let this word go viral, and tell them we can never give up, because our forefathers, it did not give up. It's our own land, it's our promised land. It's what we will born our children, and still come and hear this name of Biafra. And we will not let it them to ask, what is Biafra? Why our fathers? Then you go back to 1914, you go back to 1967, you come back again to this century's 2020, going upward. Very shameful for those ones who doesn't know who they are. Very, very, very shame. It doesn't matter who you are. Shame unto you. Shame unto the wolf of Biafra. Shame unto you. Because you people are already doomed. You can never anymore. Never. Make sure you love yourself. Say the truth. Stand with the truth, because Biafra is a spirit. If this did not happen, how are you going to know? Our leader said it. Ichare Kondo said it. I go back to Wasirike, where they plan the same thing they planned for the one we noticed now. We go back again to our leader. We go back again. And you think those things you cannot use it, make a sample. Our leader Ichare Kondo said, the way we will fight is not the way our forefathers fight. We learn from them. They show us the way how to deal with you people. We can never learn from this evil backward. No, we would never do that. We want to make a sample. We want to pick some things from their own. We can never fight like them. We can never reason like them, because the world is changing. And so all the body system and energy is changing. You understand that? Thank you, Biafra. Fight your freedom. Fight what belongs to you is your land. No man will forfeit. No man will stand in the way. And never you give chance. Draw the good energy by yourself. Make sure you send Nigerian empire of jihad to the last world. Push them. Don't go back. Don't let that weakness come to you. I'm still saying it. Don't let it. Because when they know it, they try it to see who you are. And you give it to them. Use this opportunity. Use it very, very good. Use it. Don't look for anywhere, especially Biafra. Leave the rest. Leave the rest of the people. Your concern is your own fatherland, your motherland, because there is boundary, there is border there. Fight first for yourself. Don't let the people confuse you in the time of genocide to continue. Still wait. Why them no talk? Why this don't say it? Why that no say this? Why Christian no said it? You know about it. Why are you asking questions? Why can't you send the spirit to go and you yourself stand and fight physically too? To you to see more. Not the more you look, the less you see. Make sure the more you look, the more you see far away than what they see. Some kind parable rejected of Nigeria. They are not a people. They are not a place a humanity can live. Death, walking with human being, violent death, working with your fellow suffering human being, name it, many kind of, unbelievable things. Physically, the earth of Nigeria is there, and you don't see it. Sorry for you. Believe me, sorry for you. All of you people calling yourself Nigeria. Sorry for you. But you see, Biafran, that is the promise of heaven and earth. We must declare it and we must restore it. You come, you die. It's still forward till we have what we want. Die no be the first time. Many people don't die well, and still come back and still die and still come back again. Tell me how you can win. Tell me. They will die, come back, still come born, begin again. Spirit in woman being go still come born, begin again. The begin go grow. And you think you can forfeit that kind of woman being? You are mad though. I'm telling you people know the reason. Reason well, go and ask your seer. Go and ask your, those people said, what is in Biafra? So that the original one, original. Go and ask the good nature, those one who still carry the body of spirit. Let them tell you the people living inside Biafra. So that when you will know, not be matter of kill, because some people will go fight you, they will go kill you, go think, say, you don't kill them. It don't come like woman being born another, became born another spirit, keep. How many won't kill? I'm giving you people just small tip, but that is the truth. So be careful, because you can't win. You can't ever, never. Nigerians who come here and Britain, believe me, empire of the whole world. Instead of that, wherever you people are, continue to deceive your punishment, because it will run the whole world. The Biafra will be the last bone for all of you people. Thank you very much. Fund Biafra. Love your nation. Love your soldiers. Make sure the angel of God love them. Do all possible best to fund them. Do all possible best not to fund them, to fund your liberation, fund your life, your savior. Make sure you be security conscious. Any fool and come to destroy you, destroy them times 20. Destroy them, cut them part by part, send them to Sultan of Sokoto, make him boil and make him boil Fulani lapped and eat it. If any Fulani children cross our territory, you catch them. Make sure you pieces it one by one, put it in the plastic bag, photo it, send it to Sultan of Sokoto. Yes, because they do it to our mother. Sleeping with our mother, using stick, put it inside their private part, put it inside their head, put it everywhere. So we must let them know how we feel. When they send them come, not only just kill them, leave them, package them the way they do to our leader, Ojukwu, cut their soldiers' head, send them as gift. We must learn how to let them say we know it perfect. It lives inside us. It's never go away. We will not wait till that time come. You have to do it. And we are asking to do it. Maybe young ones will be doing it. Send it to the whole world. Yes. When you want to, they threaten you, you know how to threaten them times thousands. If you pick two pieces, they do it to our fathers. They send the head of our soldiers from north to give Ojukwu to see as a present. So this time around, what are you doing? The world, no, it's not secret. It's not secret. Britain know about it. The leader of the world know about it. They call us hungry people, big tummy children. We die with hungry. The whole world know about it. Photo is there. Kill when Fulani come to your land, destroy them. Cut in neck, cut in private part. If na woman, send it and send to President of Nigeria. Said, we are not Nigeria, we are Biafra. Separate right now. If you don't like it, if you come to our land, we'll continue to kill you. It's not only our soldiers. We must do it so that they will back off. No be to open war. No. A little things can let them know what they know. We know about it. The Sultan of Sokoto and all the imam from A to Z and President of Bubu of Tinubu send it to Yetima, useless idiots. Send it to our internal leader, ex-wife, called Bianca Ojukwu. Send it to Information Minister of Nigeria, we call Tampani. Send it to all of them. Give them warning. Say, this land is dangerous for you. Don't come in. Don't come. Don't penetrate. Send all the head, everything. When they kill us, kill them. Send it to them. Let the European make the word of Mediterranean come and call us. Say, what is the going on? May they ask them too. Is that right? Every day we they bury our children. Thousands of Christians they die for Sokoto, die for what they call the North. Send all of them out of their land. What is that? Are you blind? Make them call us for the question. Make them call us, say, why our leader there? What are we doing? What will we do? What? No jihad. Yagado Britain be continuing the Iwonian. In the meanwhile, more thousands and thousands. He sent a word on my Sultan of Sokoto. He would have want to me, but can you do time and it's on EKIBIBIO? A time and it's on Biafra. In Hero men and Yenam, Uganian, make it and say Mutam make it. Be work Kapukeruk and Bio, make a pangaburokero, Angela Fayo, won't be make a tuan to mu. Bodoyekedo and Pongo from Okedam when I want to call me. I don't offer from this memo, idem to me, I would have referred my queen. Yes. Yakam my dong. A dong in physical, Udonga, Adobo canukio. Udonga buito kefam. Udonga buido for dong to me, that is a frefre con folk willing to Muto Pabio. I don't to me, that is simple no Ibahaku Bogomo. A free government ba kirong yene do sin case slave e sign yang beautiful and the word yene kwenge. That is abasimo fe da ke da ko du by song do yawo keru kere mo do invisible udonga mu kete kenyen udonga for ibo ko kan ufi ofien ya mo edi on ebo therefore my point one finger ano ogo ifang bu ke iba ita ina upon no idemfo Afo point kedo, akpabio, upon one finger no Biafra. Say finger if I'm okay nefien. A pakana queen, who can, my friend? Who can? A free governor mufodo mendi on Kenyando. See be tapping on move this time around. Don't afflict call me. Don't afflict call me about 6 on to a yeredo. Ni to a K to an 1967 no. Mufeso continue that ye fulani. We make up sentangami. Amado EKIBIBIO. Amado wotang EKIBIBIO. Toiro no take it. Ayakop sentangami. Tanga tafre pane komi sanga mimi. Ubu boy mem because you need to yegen. You don't need to yegen to make. I can yeneke do konyen before my boyo. You need money did you only bo say same boy second. I'm a table me table me keleke suko kuta. kindred mbo fin keke wane kongo do mpo Biafra mi. Asto bo monto mi. Awi loki idong economy. Beko sentang ali loko. Etebo mi kekere ke suku okutam. Ake do Biafra ake do tawo wane kong tomo bo mo do ndi semu roko. Roko idong yen. Ekbe pa ko kafi ni tongo ron tomi. Beko sentang aro. Meko bo kinya wa wo ya reset. Because short me ya reset sem kwenge. Ela ke da ma uken mu fidi pang kwenge ke slave. Ela ke da ma uken mu fidi pang ke slave of Nigeria government is ne mu foro. Masi nan ni karu moro sneko. Itare ko nyene be rime eboke this. Britain da ke di raibo oji plight. Ebi na business. Ebi na business ki won for. Now your head they won't use and do the business settle it. Now your oil they won't use and do the business settle it. Which one are you? A slave dog. Takada wane kongo mi ma basiru kumi kang ru yak fin no set and ya rubbish fin ukwenge. Because uni usong. Pero maro ni to Biafra. Ama sinam di kano da kakedadi wonyi nusong. Da kakedadi wonyi ni ikangaro. Ichare kono da kakedadu kim mi mo mekre rokomi. Mongo snedo. Ikanga snedo. Abuma snedo. Ayobio snedo. Fokano snedo. Takada. Afoboke ni mai kiketiye tamedem. Pase me kama frefnpo. It doesn't matter how long it takes. Believe me, it doesn't matter. What peace asnedo. Ama je me ya iba itente yes ni ba because I hear ba work ani ga ketempo kana fam. Afmedo spirit. So who try? Takada si okokdi. Teneje ma adongpo. Teneje aka nyanpo. 20 eje aka nyanpo. Meko se mintangaro. 1000 eje ma aka nyanpo. Ku da obet Nigerian politician. Ku kene Arabo Fulani. Anyero destroy. Am I destroy or you can pon to medo patak in that is ntanga ayin mado. Ado shaft. Bro mufeme di on my meyo. This banganya menye. All the oil okay that another woman. Where the oil mark will made you on shavado as a kebaro. You show the money minutes and came more. Money rents. Money in money queen more. You need to in your neighbor. Go put down for fire. You go use and cash fire. Say Rabu full and do it. I do toilet paper. I do disgrace. Prefun ponye na maro. Iba gaba usonoba. At baseko mi iba us maro di ongo ida yakida. Ibo ko emem. Say nye na maro fulani eda ke de monto mi. Umege siki no nye. Udu livake. Fulani eda ke de monta. Bankle frefre nye so called anek to toro. Kom. Na tu mi kom. Kamu febi kene. Ida da se ke kama kom sanga. Que mon febe kene ini oguson kiti no moke mon febe kibida continue na ke woro woke 1967 ika ake 1914 mon febe se tangami betrayal of Arabo Fulani woman abi mani ni na muton podo li tepe ya imane bo Igbo na in kilas na nani don't see the person where they mix where they lie to speak Igbo to won't kill you meko wodo ado pabi este feke ne no nye power aboka. You don't see the kind of people like 1970, 1967, and you need this till now. You see that thing. Ibo na dem bendiri so, and now we are seeing it face to face with the government. With example, Arabo Fulani, American Kenyan fo, akre webo okay. Ibo stang Ibo na lie. Kede mo so mo tang Ibo we don't Ibo. They are not Ibo people. Tang atafre panikomi. Fulani ebasi ado sultan Sokoto asne mo idebe mako nwoke ne mene di Igbo land and eme mene di mo di claim Igbo I dey speak Igbo ya Igbo no Igbo speaking Biafra idi okonyen ya Igbo na dem dey ban pass na ala ya yineka takada if Igbo do yineka for is your brother is your sister. If your brother don't know anything, stand up. Even use hand, flock and way. Use better cane, flock him. Tell and say, come on, wake up for your slumber. You can see this in Amaroro. Even to me, my grand people go said, this hand washed, one hand can never wash hand, make it day clean. You go use your 2 hands, wash your hand go clean well. You go wash your brother hand, wash your sister hand, make it clean well. If your sister made your use better whip. Abong, flock ibon to me, yabakada. When you come and wake up from your slumber, I be your brother, I be your sister. Don't sit in the back. See your brother swimming inside the water, in one die, in water won't carry him, and you sit and they laugh. Soon I'm feeling water. Dadama. Ntoro roke feel be fiong kenam. Ntoro roke make anyene kenam. Odi ngoku kede mo kede ake. Ita yebang. Wana mi Nigeria ifige. Odi do mpo kede do ke sofa ni tonyen. Ipai bo Biafra ni. Did it have me? Okay, Mufedi, it did a few wood, it would be that. I mean, Rogeti, that Sefeta has continued the poison in frame mufo. So, Zina Mufekit would be that. A tongue, a piat frame mufo. Instead, you need to want it, Ibo brother, what you, I make a say full ani mena, Kifo no. Okay, put Mufebi, do be Yemenica. Ngano, Yemenica, in young. The idiom of Kilo Kedi song of Biafra 46 KB Canadibo. The uncle sick me namarodo. Ofedibo because of some more. I mean, if you some more Tedo or Rabu Fulani, if Ungo can fall on up Arabu Fulani, a fully who was school knob Arabu, who was who can Arabu Fulani. You are worse than Fulani now. You was past the idiota smelling shit, cow shit mouth. A folk and ye may was a cad mado. Self make rebel to me, mommy, for the die minute. For the die minute, I've not reject our leader. It's a recondo. I reject our leader, Masin Nandikano, the person we pay the penalty today. Shit mouth of cow Fulani. For never be kene. Hey, Pasecani dioridomo. Pasene can it tie dioridomo, Pasecani dion, Bas, Kaka Mesebo Basek, that is young Pokan San. Me take on me. E wong edi, edida. Ebo isoko woidi. Ebo ya arone woidi. Ebo ya igoromi gore woidi. Ebo ntomi ya OGOJA woidi. Ebo ya arono woidi. Ebo ntomi ya ukeri songa EKID woidi. Ebo ntomi ya ukeri songa Igbo. Speak Biafra woidi. Yang ni wane kong ide inuaki. He push Fulani to this desert of Futajalo no mwetogedi. Ebo ya wongedi ya put ya sin Sultan of Sokoto ke big shame ya you don't mock it ente moina ekemendiba. Ebo ya wongedi ya what Empire of Britain ke wiki kana mekanyen before ke we be Canada army be more freedom yen so that you need it you so ya more freedom yen ya need to form with you non need onion. Ya more freedom yen you restore land yen you need hospital. Si be long ni ton ni kau fong wet. Ebo yari wong idi. Yaki din ni tie kwebo ntome kwebo kado ke root area of village. Afo ni utuwa. Si ni toy kam fukwe wori. Ukako kuba kusong oba. Unyampo. Ukako kunumpo kisong. Abien biebenge. Hawo make managene do 70 years. Aswan mpo kisong. Ew yammi. Eka ma yogo managene dogo. Ayogo 60, 70. E ka aso bo fentu senebi kwenge aso no mpoki song kusong urwa uni u fo uibok se na majine kam fo ka u ka kenam mini ege kok I ka u fo uibok ro mbio kof meneba nso nam fini word e kam fo so ba ku fo ntana do rufi ba pet Biafra di bo fini yo no fini fref mpo me yo no fini mo ado fo kwen won mo afo for long time upara because of cholera. And Biafra bu yo no fien mon ado go fu bu won do ntomo kekere fo keke ndong modo snake se uton modo snake mo ntuto mo ngiro Biafra bu ntom ku bu no fien wen you know only oil do Britain do nam fien tu fene do continue slave selling you yammi ni to kam bok na we ki yaga min to aye no mo fo mbok Eki yare soufen me kai kanyene na mana mbok. Eki soufen do mbio kov mene do Nigeria se luwe me moe maung. Ifo no. Nsumtanga mi fo no. Mufe gbe fere ke fa de we pon nkosi orabu Fulani. Mufe bi ki keni da continue di destroy to we do.
Round up in a few minutes.
Say song, my brother. Thank you very much. Make sure you fund. Make sure you fund Biafra. Make sure you fund your life, your liberation. Make sure you fund your soldiers. Very, very important. And be very, very active. Security conscious. Make sure you be security conscious. Fight for your rights. It's your right. It's very important. I mute my mic here. Please, my people, today, fundraising normal. For today, Twitter, as I'm speaking, 10 euro. Please, at all, 9 baht pass. And my telegraph for our defense 10 euro, that is 20 euro. I will send it because the telegraph, I will send it for Ife. And this is my Twitter, always for my darling sister, Nkiruka.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you very much. And I sent 5 euro yesterday for the space of that is 25 euro. Thank you very much, my people. I will send the thank you
so much.
for
God
your
bless you.
life.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mediteka. Thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you for what you are doing for Biafra restoration. Thank you so much. We recognize the presence of our minister, MID, here. Sir, you have the mic, sir. MID, sir. MID. Sir, unmute yourself. Can't hear you. Rage, can you hear him? Rage and Fury? Can you hear him?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear MID?
No, I can't hear him. He stopped speaking.
MID, we can't hear you, sir.
Tinubu network don't extend to his location. Maybe you should just go down and come back again. Can I carry on?
Carry on.
Thank you very much. Greetings to you, fellow Biafrans, all over the world. Special respect to all our leaders. Honor is given to them whom honor is due. Consigning Memorial, Dimodine Gojuku Silipefion, Ralph Wazirike Mazuna, the Kano Prime Minister Simon Ekpa Ugechuku Kere, Chief of the First Staff, Triple Star General Igwe Butuzo, Commander Gentle, Commander Holy Ghost, and all the commanders. Prince Wei Chimezie, thank you very much to all leaders in different categories and to all the honorable cabinet ministers of the Biafra Republic Government in Eza, as well as the FATO government here in Homeland. Thank you very much for all that you do. Special thanks to you, our honorable Minister of Information and Kodinamba, and every great comrade that is here present. I salute you dearly. The thing is that Islamization is real, and Fulani is not holding back in executing that agenda. And the military is compromised, as we all can see, because they are the ones that give them the backup places that this Fulani jihadist terrorists cannot go into. The military can come through with their armored tanks and fighter jets, you understand, to complete the job. And the war is against the innocent civilians and indigenous people, the Christians, Jewish traditionalists, even Muslim, you understand. One thing I get to understand about this life is that terrorism is terrorism. When an act of terrorism is committed, it doesn't matter who it is committed against. Truth is, if you care for humanity, don't just say that because they attack Christians, that is only when you come and save humanity. Even if they attack a Muslim with an act of terrorism, you must go for that Muslim and save for the sake of humanity. So that is the message that we are preaching here, that a lot of people have been dying because of this agenda of Islamization that the Fulani people have, and they are being sponsored and backed up by Britain because that is the only way Britain feel like, okay, they can conquer the territory of the indigenous people, then take it over and take over the resources that every one of us have been blessed with in our land. You understand? So this is why we keep preaching, especially the Nigerian pastors have not really lived up to expectation. They must wake up and sit up. So our brothers in middle belt, you must wake up, because as it stands right now, nobody is standing for you. You are alone. You are on your own. You are by yourself. This is why you can see the governor of Plateau is going to set up a panel of inquiry of investigation to probe into poisoned cow. Why thousands and hundreds of people are being killed in a day. He doesn't probe into that. You understand? That tells you something, that your life doesn't matter. Your life doesn't compare. Your life doesn't compare to the life of an animal. No wonder Martin can afford them. Somebody let's say there's a nice community. Tonet and please, Tonet, can you kindly mute your mic? Thank you very much, Tonet. So this is why our leader Onyendo Mavina, they cannot call Nigeria a zoo, because in a zoo every animal is tamed not to exhibit their true potentials. You understand? This is why today, even if you have the strength of a lion, a chicken has tamed you, and a chicken can misbehave, wants to take off your head as a lion. You have no right to speak. You have no right to do anything. People must rise up. This is the time. The so-called men of God in Nigeria, they don't care about the shepherds. They don't care about the congregation. All they care about is their stomach. All they care about is their belly. This is why you see pastors fighting here and there, correcting themselves here and there. This one said, Adam is the first man. This one say Adam is not the first man. That is Selma and Damina arguing over here. Why terrorists are killing people everywhere, slaughtering people all over the place. And so sometimes I wonder how will Adam is the first man created and Adam is not the first man. How is he going to solve the problem of the terrorism that the people are faced with? You understand? So what am I trying to say? Everybody needs to stand up right now, because at the end of the day, you are on your own. You are simply on your own. Nobody is speaking for you. Your pastor is not speaking for you. They have all been compromised. Once they are given the money, that is all they are interested in. They are after their stomach. When you are killed today, the people will just cry for a few days or a few weeks, and you are forgotten. So you have the right to speak for yourself. So because of the fact that a lot of people are waking up today and they are speaking for themselves through the social media, which they can afford, because the media houses, the established media houses, a poor man does not have access to go there to say his mind, you understand? So through the social media, we are able to come up to say our mind. And today, because the whole truth about the terrorists and their evil activities and their crimes have been exposed, it's, social media is a terrorist organization. Social media, it's very funny sometimes, but Malan, they're funny. Where will you, Malan? No be smart, you know. The way Malan, they reason, no be here. You understand? The social media na terrorists, you understand? The thing is hitting them very hard. It's hitting all these criminal people.
What about media? If Nigerian media, what will you call Nigerian media? They are not reporting what is happening. What will we call them? That man,
Yes, because what are they going to call them? Because the Nigerian media, they are the ones in charge of all these thieves, all these killer terrorists, political terrorists. You understand? They are the ones in charge of the Nigerian media. You understand? Because back in the days, They were the only one that had access to the media. They are going to NTA, they are going to China's, they are going to AIT to speak on behalf of the people, and they tell all manner of lies. And most of these pastors, most of these men of God, most of these AZs, most of these DBS, they will always go and tell lies, misrepresent the people, tell things that are not even the true reality on ground. You understand? Say what can put money in their pocket after they have gone up there to lie to the world. When they return back, the terrorist government will give them their own share, their own court. Everybody enter their house. So even though say the poor masses, the defenseless women and children, men and women, youth are slaughtered, it doesn't concern them because they have been settled. This was the kind of life people like Edwin Clark lived until they died. This is the kind of life people like Emmanuel Iwanyan who lived, or George Obiozo. This is the kind of life they lived until they died. You understand? All of them. So they go to the international community because they have the platform to speak through China, to speak through different media houses. They lie on behalf of the people. After they have lied, when they return, the terrorist government of Nigeria will settle them, give them their own money, they enter into their house. Why innocent people are dying, innocent civilians, whether pagans, whether traditionalists, whether Judaism, whether even Muslims, well, innocent people, defenseless and helpless people, whether they are dying, they don't care because they have been settled. They have gone to light America, light to Europe, light to the West, light to all the world. That is all rosy in Nigeria. That is all good in Nigeria. Why people are dying, people are suffering. So this is the kind of life they live. But today, we bless God that the story is different because social media is changing the narrative. You understand? And kudos and more thanks to the likes of Elon Musk, because Elon Musk is a symbol of freedom in our generation, and that man is a blessing to us. You understand? I am so privileged and happy to exist in his time. You understand? These are people that are changing the narrative. They give you the platform to say, to speak your mind, to present the case the exact way it is. You understand? So my people, what am I saying? Especially Nigeria Christians, you need to sit up. You need to sit up. Your men of God are all compromised. They are after their stomach. They are after the next big auditorium. They are going to build. They are after the next invitation that is taking them to the US, that is taking them to the UK. After they messed up the whole country, most of them, they cannot even live in Nigeria today. Most of them, they have jackpot. They have jackpot from Nigeria. Most of them, they can't live in Nigeria after messing or lying to the people, destroying the whole place. They run away from it because they can afford it. What about you and me that cannot afford it? And so our people that are still listening to the Nigeria agents and our group, Gozi Rabweze and Udele 247, Ugo 247, please be very careful because at the end of the day, you and I that are here in homeland, we are the one that are going to face everything that they are. In fact, we are the victims. They are safe wherever they are. A lot of money has been given to Go 247. This is where you could see challenging. But I can't really. I try to think about it. What is really giving
Please,
Ugo 247?
please, Rajam Fury, can you hear me? Please, we have to round up. We have just 10 minutes.
Okay, my honorable.
Please, thank you. Thank you.
Okay. In that case, I match break for this place. Make it for no loss. You understand? I hear the.
Yes, thank you. Who never talk? Who never talk for there? Who never talk? Wait there for speaker. Mazin the number. Who has not spoken here?
I'm the one, but let me just greet BIAFRANS.
Yeah, go ahead. You can use your time. We have just 10 minutes to shut down, please. Thank you.
MID wanted to talk, but it's like network did not allow him MID bridge.
Okay. Ibo God, go ahead. Ibo Godwin, go ahead. Oh.
Okay, I greet you, my minister, Sana Brawa. I greet everyone here. I greet all the BIAFRANS all over the world. I greet our leader, Mazen Nabikali, wherever he is. I greet our Prime Minister, wherever he is. I greet Sister Stella, Rain Jamfoni, and the Mary Taker, and the rest. I greet every one of us here. May the Chukwu continue to strengthen us, continue to show us the way of truth. Yes, way of truth, not the way of to destroy our brother, but way of truth and the way to know a way forward to move ahead. Yes, may God continue to strengthen you, our Minister of Information, because you are always doing the needful. Yes, may God continue to strengthen our Akwa Tiwara King of our time, which is Mazi Pastor Van Van Van. He is my brother, but I have never tell him that he is my brother. But let me just leave that one aside. Greetings to Biafrans all over the world. What I want to say here, let me just move with speed. What I want to say here is this. You know, I am was a channel Ozni Equesri Bassa. Almost in Kefron. Ozni Equesri Bassa here. I am was a channel. Yes, and the one in and just that the only thing that remains is to put action. To as in here for okay, it is the action. Could be now manifest or take a manifest. Yes. Before we start, or before before this time, our leader Mazen Nandekalo, Emegule part of here as in he has do it deeply. Then from where he stopped, our Prime Minister now took over. Then our Prime Minister pushed the movement very, very, very far. From where we are doing our own now, we never even do half of what they have done. But the only thing I enjoy now, based on they are still sleeping. Then our leader all the brokers of our leader Mazen and the all the brokers of our Prime Minister Mazen Simon Epa. Then the half of where we are now, the because someone should answer me. Now all the Hawkins naga on has show us the sign, show everyone the sign. At least the blind can see what is the written on the wall. But it's still giving me, it's still paining me on in my heart that some of the people are not seeing the handwriting on the wall. Then because I just so that can't wake up from their dream. I want to there is something wrong going on. Because I cannot see all what is holding all these people that is hanging on the fence. I can't see what is holding them. For where our Mazen and the Kalo stop, and from where our Prime Minister stop, at least I wasn't anything not behind the scenes. Everything have show face. But it's still paining me that Igafu a youth or young on your blood they are joining or That is the ornament church. Urban Star conclude everything. That is the human being for us. You know, human being. We even buying a feeling and buying a more than they a city or I maybe buying having a feeling, but not everything is well. That's why they are still managing, because that life how they live in that